I feel like they
Bro,
look
you look like
really
a white
they
rapper
look
right now, dog.
stupid as hell.
No, you look fresh, dog. You look like Macklemore too.
Oh God.
It's fresh. Bro, this stash is dope as hell, dog.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, yours is coming in nice.
Thank you.
I
Thank
was
you.
like, dude, I was thinking we're starting to look like we're actually starting to fill that Mario Luigi
Bro, it's
thing.
the prophecy has foretold. Dude, I feel like such a jackass. I made you wait like 20 minutes while I was like walking around and I was like, "All right, we'll
What?
record in a bit." And then I send you the link and I'm like, "Bro, where are you?
That's
Yo, hurry
hilarious.
up. Hurry
Dude,
up."
I got distracted because I hopped on Twitter really quick just to like I had just posted a comic. It's this
Oh, bro,
one.
let me throw you an upvote.
Oh,
Let
thanks.
me
Yeah,
upvote
if
this
you don't mind
comic.
getting me a heckin' update, that'd be really fucking cool. But
God damn it, I always type your name in. By the way, did you change it? Oh, you didn't change it yet.
change what? Oh,
Your
should I do that
name on
right
Zoom,
now?
bro. Everyone's gonna know you're Jewish. Bro, dude, I'm so sick of you being like, damn, bro. My
What?
shit's flopping. This Mario one.
Oh, the Mario one.
114. That one's
I
sick as
know.
hell.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, that one did really well too, which is awesome. But what up, dude? What? Wait, how do I change my name on here?
Alright, let me test. Let me go.
Sorry,
No, we're good.
I just want
I
to.
can
Yeah.
do some light editing around this.
Okay.
Beetle Moses.
Hey, did it work?
It did. It did.
Okay. Anyway, well, I
Dude, is
don't.
your name spaced out? I've been typing it, I feel like, with no spaces.
I don't. It doesn't matter. I just typed it like that, two words. On my profile, like my name shows up as two. Like I typed it originally as Beetle space Moses, but
Word.
like it
Dude, I
doesn't
don't want to
matter.
ruin the BM lore. You know,
No, no, no.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
there's
interfere.
no. It's fine. But anyway, yeah, this is what we're just talking about. Is this fucking? I posted this turtle comic, which is just like I went actually the it was birthed from during the time that my brother was here. One of the little like things that we did was we went to a turtle hatchling release like on the beach. Have you ever done that before?
I went to like a when the turtles were laying eggs.
Oh,
Was this
that's
who
cool.
was releasing them? The moms, or it was like,
It's no, it's this it's called like Nova. It's this place in South Florida that there it's just a program like a marine biology program that focuses on like turtle rehabilitation.
mhm.
It's a it's fresh. So we ended up going to this thing. They gave us like a PowerPoint presentation about the types of turtles that live in Florida and what we can do to protect them. And then they were like, and we have a fucking Home Depot bucket filled with baby turtles that we need to like go bring to the ocean now. Cause I think they find turtles like early in the morning. They're combing. There's like a team of people, I don't know how many, that are combing all of the beaches and they're finding turtle nests that don't meet whatever standard they believe to that they don't think they're going to survive. Like they're not going to make it to the it's either like in view of a predator or if it's too close to the road or a city or something. So they end up like upheaving the eggs out of the ground, hatch them away from wherever they were nested, and then once they're like hatchlings, they take them down to the beach like late at night when it's dark and like release them. And we learned some kind of insane fact that like 1 in 1,000 baby turtles survive until adulthood. Like even
Dude, I was gonna say
it's bad.
based on my turtle knowledge, okay, like when we watched them, I think it was like I think it was some fancy pants scientist Reddit group that was like
Mm-hmm.
helping them at least make it to the ocean, but I remember them talking about like, yeah, most of them get eaten by like crabs or
Yeah.
like birds or something right at the start. Like, dude, for
Yeah.
turtles, that literally is like, imagine being born as a baby and you're on the fucking ship for World War II and you roll up at Normandy and it's like,
Literally.
go, baby.
It
You
is
got this,
literally
bro.
that.
You're
And
getting wrecked, dude.
wrecked. And the girl who was giving the presentation called them the chicken nuggets of the sea because they're literally just like slow, dumb, and when they're still young, you probably the shell is no issue. You just fucking gulp. And so and when we actually went down there at night, the other thing, I don't even this part doesn't even make sense to me. I don't know why, but apparently if they're if they're born too close to a city or a road or something, the light will cause them to get disoriented and they'll start going towards the light instead of the ocean. And then
Yeah.
they get hit by a car. And so we had to take them down to this really dark, secluded area. And then they were like releasing them. And they had these red flashlights on them because turtles can't perceive the color red. So it's the only way that we could like look at them without them getting
Scared.
disoriented.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, and still, they were releasing them just a couple at a time and they could not fucking figure it out. I was like, it's amazing that these animals have been around for like millions of years and they're just like they need us to do this
Well,
for
that's the
them.
thing. Clearly, they might not have been around so long because I feel like we're helping them a lot. Like
For
we're
sure.
helping them a lot,
We're
dude.
helping them a lot. I've heard that about pandas too, that they're just
Too
like
stupid to breed
they
or something.
right. Like they should have gone extinct, not even because of deforestation, but just because they are too fucking lazy. They're not supposed to eat bamboo. They're supposed to be carnivores, but they just like don't. They're too chill.
Dude, they're one of those animals. There's a lot of times, and dude, I'm a huge animal guy. Okay, I have like
Yeah.
animal autism. I love talking to the squirrels outside.
A
I'll
picture of that
rescue a
fox that
rat.
you sent me.
Dude, hey, don't get me started. She was thick. She was
Yeah, yeah.
But dude, there's sometimes you hear it's like, yeah, we're sinking like 10K a day like to save this like yellow-bellied butt bird, and it just looks like a shitty retard bird, and I'm just like, come on, like put this
Let it
towards something
die.
cool. Yeah, but
Yes,
dude, the
let it die.
panda's one of the ones where it's like, dude, that's like an OG, like that's a fresh animal. Like
Yes.
we got to keep that dude going.
It is crazy. Those kind of animals that there is just really nothing else that looks quite like it. Those are the ones that you need to keep around. Sea turtles included. I like sea turtles. That's a unique animal, but
They're
there's
cool. They're
probably
cool.
there are tons of species of birds and bugs and random shit that I would just be like, dude, who gives a shit? I do not care.
Dude, I
And
had a in my head, sorry to cut you off. I'm
that's
such
all
an
right.
idiot, dude, but in my head like ever since a kid, it's like I thought turtle shells were so strong, like that they could
Yeah.
survive anything, and I was going down this fucking stupid ass wormhole yesterday on crocodiles and alligators. Dude, did you know like the Nile crocodile or whatever can get to be like 25 feet?
Oh, they're enormous.
And
Yeah.
sometimes they go into the ocean and shit. Like that's definitely what people thought dragons were, I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah, sea monsters and shit. I mean, all those old stories about like, there's like, I don't know. Well, I don't want to say Renaissance era, but they're like really old texts of with drawings, like lithographs of fucking giant
Spooky
squids and
beasts,
crazy
yeah.
shit. And it's just like they probably did see a fucking giant squid at the surface or something like that. And by the time they got back, they were all delirious because they all have fucking scurvy and shit
Yeah, and
anyway.
they're
And by the
eating
time they got
fucking
back, they were like,
biscuits.
we saw a fucking 40-foot octopus. You're not
Dude,
gonna believe it.
proof of
Like,
that is if you've ever gone fishing with your relatives, because they're always like, dude,
yeah.
I almost caught this like 90-foot fucking thing, and it's like a minnow pretty much. But
Yeah, I mean,
dude,
dude, I do that with everything. I'll be like, oh my god, dude. A couple weeks back, Zach told me this thing, and it was like 3 days ago, but it felt like it was, like, I
like
have
years ago.
no sense of scale or time or anything at all. Yeah.
Dude, anyway, this obliterated my autism because this turtle, it was like this nature video, and it was like this alligator. I think it was a crocodile. They're the bigger ones, but it got this big turtle, dude, with a hard shell in its mouth. And I was like, like this turtle's totally good. And it was just like a second after I thought that, it just went.
Oh
And just,
no.
dude, guts were like squirting out. I was like,
Oh,
dude, I was horrified. I was just like, dude, what the? I've been lied to about how strong turtles were.
that sucks. I mean, I think that's not even. It doesn't even go to show how strong. Because I think turtle shells are pretty strong, but I think it's more proof of how fucking insane crocodiles are.
Dude, their
Like,
bite
they're
pressure is like
insane.
unmatched.
Yeah, dude, I love animals too. That's why I'm surprised you don't have it. Do you like cats?
Dude, I love cats.
Dude, I like especially for just like city living, like cats are fucking great. They're easy. You just gotta the only downside about a cat is you gotta basically have a room that's dedicated to their cat box because
Yeah, because it
that
smells like
room is gonna smell
cat
shit.
anus. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
my
they're easy.
I was thinking about getting a hedgehog for Daff, but I've been like pulling off on the pet thing because my cat lived to 21 years. It was very powerful. I know, and he was like a Persian. Like they normally live, I think, like 14,
That's a
15.
long life. Yeah,
Dude,
that's
it
a
was
long life.
crazy, buddy, the homie. He's too fresh.
buddy.
But yeah, he passed like maybe a year ago, and I was kind of like beat up about that, and I was
Yeah,
kind of
rest in
just like,
peace.
I don't know if I want to get like another pet or whatever. But dude, I remember posting about it on Twitter, and I was like, oh, dude, I hope no one fucking roasts me, because it was a very Reddit post, like, you know, buddy, you were
No.
like a brother to me, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm an only child. He was the brother. He was like the
Yeah.
better sibling to my parents. But I posted that, and no one roasted me. And then, like a month or two later, I posted some comic that someone got angry about, and they were just like, in the response to
no.
that, they were like, "LOL, like eat shit." I was just like, "Ah, damn, they got me.
Fuck.
They
Yeah.
fucking got me. I
They
can't
got
do
you.
anything."
Dude, the only people that are gonna roast you about being upset or sad, I mean, are people who never had pets or don't like animals. Like, dude, losing a pet is the fucking
I
saddest
think you'd
shit
be
ever.
surprised how far someone will go if you anger them,
If you anger them online.
even a
Oh,
normal person.
dude, this is why we even got on this topic. I got distracted before I even hopped on because somebody got pressed about this fucking turtle
Was this
comic.
your drama?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
what
I
happened?
just, dude, I just went on there and I'm like, oh, I wonder how it's doing. Like, you know, and I like checked on it and I saw that in my mentions, I got this comment. Somebody was, so I don't even want to give this dude the attention. Because I was just thinking, it's like stupid. He was just like, oh, because okay, the comic for reference, if anybody has
I'm
not
pulling
seen
it
this
up.
one,
I'm pulling it up.
it's just a guy throwing away one of those plastic rings that you put around a 6-pack of beer, and he has a vision about a fucking uh, sea turtle with it around its neck, and it's like crying. And then the next one, he's basically like Super Saiyan, like ripping the 6-ring
Powerful.
like plastic bit apart. It's just like whatever. It's
Dude,
like
I think I found the comic. I mean, I think I found
comment?
the comment.
The dude, it's like he posted like 2 things. Somebody responded to him also, and the guy was just he's so pressed. He was just like, "Whoa, dude! I don't know. I didn't know you live somewhere where your garbage company picks up your trash and throws it straight in the ocean. Sucks that whatever." And then somebody was just like mad at being considerate, and he was like mad at a waste of time, unhelpful, feel-good garbage that doesn't save the environment when the real polluters are allowed to do whatever. It's like, dude, what would you like me to do? It's just,
Dude, literally,
it's a fucking comic.
it's
Like,
so cringe. But dude, here's the thing: like, you made this not trying to make a statement. Like, you're
There's
clearly
no
trying to make a
statement.
joke. You're literally trying to make a joke. However, people are gonna see this, and based on the comments, people are like, "Yeah, I'm always gonna cut that." Blah blah blah. Like, people will actually see this and think next time they have that, they might even cut it. And this
They
guy
should.
is like, yeah, this dude's acting like dude, I don't know. That guy is such a fucking fruit ball.
it's
dude.
just like, dude, you are so out of your gourd. And it's like,
Do you want me to read the comment, or do you want to keep this? Oh, you already read it.
I read it
fucking stupid.
basically, but yeah, he said it's a waste of time, unhelpful, feel-good garbage. I'm like, dude,
Oh
I mean,
my God, dude.
fuck, dude. Like, I mean, who is really wasting their time, bro? You just wrote 2 paragraphs on Twitter that no one's gonna fucking see or respond to. I mean, goddamn, son.
Dude, it's not though. He's acting like you're Coke, and they just dropped a video where they like give a sea turtle Coke.
I know.
And it's like, why didn't you pay the sea turtle? Yeah, dude, I fucking hate people like this, bro.
Like, I'm not a corporation, bro. I'm like, this is all I can fucking do. It's just draw and post shit and cut the plastic ring on shit occasionally. But I mentioned on one of our last episodes, I almost went and I would respond to some shit like that and just be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I would just like respond with that. But now it's like, you know what? I'd rather just whatever. Just if somebody else is gonna say some shit to him, I'll let my followers handle it. But hopefully it just gets buried and nobody fucking notices.
Dude, I really want to I almost did it the other day, but the next time someone does something like post a fucking ass hat comment like that, just like retweet it and be like, get him or something. But dude, I think there's a Twitter rule that like if you encourage that type of stuff,
Yeah.
But dude, the concept of doing that, just openly being like, followers attack this guy.
Yeah, just brigading.
There was this I don't have you ever gone down this YouTube wormhole of like these weightlifter guys? They have like teams and stuff. Anyway,
No.
there's this guy who's like literally I'm using the literal word definition of retarded. He's literally like mentally deficient, but he got like a base because he was like so goofy and shit. And I totally forget his name, right? Say it. Either way, though, he started when he got a social media presence. He had like a weird thing for Star Wars. Do you remember when they're like Order 66 and they kill all the
Hmm.
Jedi? He would
Hmm.
like retweet people or post people pictures and be like Order 66 him and like send his fucking people after these people, which is like, oh, dude, that's so
What the
funny.
fuck,
That's
dude?
so
Yeah.
funny.
No, I mean, it is funny to like, well, this is kind of a segue, but I mean, we do actually have some fucking Twitter artist drama
Finally,
this
bro.
week.
That's what this pod is about in theory.
In
Every
theory.
time I make a pod, everyone's like Daphne or like someone I'm talking to is like, yeah, but what is it about? And I'm always just like, anything. But this one is supposed to be webcomic based.
Yeah, it is supposed to be webcomic based. I do think that like podcasts, it's not really true. I was going to say that podcasts that have like a really specific angle or something that they talk about are
It's
a little
fruity,
Reddit.
bro.
It's a little,
it is very Reddit.
it's
Dude.
just like, it's like, oh, we're talking about movies on this podcast. I'm Maria Menounos and all this stuff. Fucking what I'm
Time for
like,
the gay word of the day, and that is
yeah. I'm
gay
just
sex. All right.
that's a good word of the day.
We do need a once we get bigger a little bit.
Yeah.
Once we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we got to get one of those like things where we can like do gunshot noises with a button or like farting. The
Yeah.
soundboards. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
that
about.
would be that would be
Yes.
fucking great.
Yes.
I wonder how hard that would be to actually implement. It's probably.
I
Not
think it's
that
pretty
bad.
easy. I think it's pretty easy.
I actually just like my train of thought just like ran away for a second because you were like the gay word of the day is gay sex, and I was thinking like, dude,
Gay sex.
that is a fucking $1 billion YOLO swag idea. Is that you sell one of those little tearaway calendars that every day has a different like gay word or like
Oh,
a
that's
big
not
homo
bad,
comic.
dude. That's
Like
not bad.
it would require you to either draw or come up with 365 like things, but like I don't even know if it needs to be drawings. I think it could just be the gay like a gay word of the day.
Yeah.
That would be really funny. And then I don't know how much you charge for something like that, but then that people have I would get a fucking calendar like that. You tear it away and it says
Powerful.
like ooh, anal or I don't know.
That's good. That's good, dude. I'm
Yeah.
picturing one of the because I had one of those for. Do you like Far Side? Have we talked about this?
Yeah, I love it.
Far Side fanatic. But my parents got me one when I went to college, and it's like a little square one just of his comics.
Yeah.
But it's like fairly small. You keep it on your desk. It has like a stand up.
That's what I'm picturing. Yeah, like
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
like for a workspace for like an office.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm like looking at my desk right now, which I can't really give you a visual of, but I'll just give you a visual description or verbal description right now. First of all, all of the work that I do is done on a fucking like beer pong table. It's like my desk is just like a foldable table, and it's completely cluttered with all this random crap, like shit that I need to mail out and stamps and all. It's like I'm definitely not very feng shui right now.
Oh, dude. Daphne cleans my desk every fucking day, and
That's
it's always
nice.
just like. It's not nice, but I feel like an asshole because I always like I'm taping shit up and doing shit, and then she just like she's always like,
Right.
clean your fucking desk.
Yeah, no, my girl does that occasionally too. Like she'll tidy up my things, but it's funny. Even though I do appreciate her doing that, then I'm just like, where did this go? Like, where is this? Where's like this fucking pen that like now is actually where it should be? Like that,
Dude,
but I left it here in a state
This
of
is
disarray.
such a boomer joke, and it's so cringe to even say this, but it's literally so true as a man. Like, I know that the thing I need is 3 piles under and under my ass, and
Yeah,
I
of
know
course.
I know it's there. When you fucking make it all nice, I'm like, like it.
Yeah, I
overloads
know.
my
I'm like,
brain.
wait. Yeah,
Yeah, my chimp
exactly.
brain literally just I hear squeaking and like, ugh, I hate it.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's
Bro, your
also
chick
my.
cleans, she cleans your stuff for you also.
No, it's not like that. She is very tidy. Like she's definitely more. I mean, I hate to generalize, but it's also like a chick thing, I think, in general. But just she's more aware of just like
Red pill.
actually, you know what?
Red
That's
pill
not
being
true.
dropped.
I am aware of I do know actually couples where it's the other way around, but like almost every relationship that I've been in, I'm not a dirty person, but I'm like messy. I'm always living in a state of
Hairbrain.
like
Yeah, dude,
clutter.
100%.
And I don't realize it's then because then like my girlfriend now she'll tidy up, like she'll do something where just like put some things away and close drawers and just like whatever, and I'll like step back into the room and I'm like, oh my god, it looks so nice in here, like what's going on, you know what I mean? Like I should have like it always is gonna look nicer when you clean up, but I don't think about it when I'm just like sitting here in my
Yeah.
like, pigsty.
Dude, for
But
me, I get in this like this like brain wave of like I'm gonna go to bed and get back up and have to pack more stuff up. Like I might as well just leave it out, which is like not a good.
I
That's
know.
very lazy, very
Yeah.
very lazy boy. But
Yeah. Well, anyway, this all of this is a tangent to the
yeah, I
point
totally
that
interrupted once again.
no,
I
I don't
suck.
even
I
I
suck
might have
ass.
interrupted anyway, but it's this podcast was supposed to be the angle was supposed to be Twitter drama, but specifically related to like web comic and like Twitter artists, I guess.
Yes.
And surprisingly, or not so surprisingly, there's really not that much drama. Like there's not really that much shit that
Just
goes
wait.
on.
Just wait. There
I'm
is
sure
once you
I'm sure things will
become
happen.
more niche, once you start following weird comic artists, especially once you
Yeah.
start branching into the furry, I know it's going to happen to you. You're going to get thrown into the
Yeah.
furry community.
I already get a lot of porn in my feed, and I don't follow any. I don't follow any pages that are explicitly porn. It's just like there's so many dudes that I follow that are just don't give a shit and are just liking and retweeting porn all the time. And like I and yeah, I'm not gonna actually name names. It's not really polite, but I just you'll know who they are. But it's just like I'll follow a guy and I'll follow them because I like their art or whatever. They're just kind of doing the same thing. So it's like, oh, you make comics, I make comics. Oh, they don't even really post drawings that much. They just fucking I just see them liking like titty pics constantly. I'm just like, dude, please, there has got to be a more productive use of your time. And also, I'm not the only like if I'm following you, well, it's not true. I follow some smaller people too, but some of these guys that I follow are like 10,000 followers plus. So I'm like, dude, if I'm not the only person that's seeing that you're just like simping all over Twitter, bro,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just please get it together.
Dude, I used to like
Anyway,
way more to interrupt again. I used to like
no,
way
go
more
ahead.
fucking porn pics, but then I remember like one or two people being like, "Dude, what the heck? Like I just want to see comics." And I was just like, all right, I should probably tone it down a little bit. Because
Well,
dude,
I mean,
it
you
is jarring when you're
can.
scrolling and then there's like giant fox titties. Because like,
Oh,
dude,
dude, I
anytime I'm in public, that's exactly what pops up. Anytime someone can see my phone, it's always like a
yes,
horse-dicked fucking woman. Like
yes.
fucking, I'm always like, God
Yes.
damn it.
If I'm on Twitter and I'm like in bed next to my girlfriend and she's kind of just like looking over my shoulder and I'm trying to like show her memes, I'm scrolling through and it's just like furry porn, chicks with dicks, like just like and I'm like wait, I swear that this is not like this is not my normal feed, but that's a lie because it is my feed. It's just all this shit that I get. And I've talked about this before too, but it's so strange to me whenever I get a retweet. I'm very appreciative, but when I get a retweet from somebody who makes porn, either drawn or they are like an OnlyFans model or something, like I'll like click on their page and I'm like, oh, this person has like 9,000 followers. That's a big retweet. Like let me like scroll down and I scroll through and it's like I'm like, what the hell? Like this, I'm like assaulted with just like porn images, and then my little fucking Mario comic is just like,
Hey,
wahoo, yeah,
hey.
it's sitting in there, yeah,
Dude, I used to
yeah,
feel way more like, not self-conscious, but I was definitely like, dude, I don't know if I want to follow artists who draw like a lot of porn. Like, is that weird? But the more I got into trying to draw anatomy better, the more it's like, I'd see an artist post something like that, and it's like, yeah, it's a giant horsewoman with a huge penis, but the anatomy on the body is so
yeah.
righteous. It's like
It's
something you
really
see out of a
good.
literally, and it's like almost inspiring to like draw better. So it's like now I'm just kind of like, dude, yeah, bro, I don't care if you draw porn. If it looks fresh as hell, let's fucking go, bro. Let's
Yeah,
fucking
I
go,
know.
bro.
I totally can appreciate that. Like that shit is not easy to draw, and there's people who are really prolific at it. Like they draw really a lot of it. You know what I mean? And anatomy is fucking hard. And for me, that's like one of the hardest things to draw, especially. I learned this, and I had this like high school art teacher that pointed this out to me. It's like when you're painting people or drawing people, it's a lot easier to draw somebody who's ugly because when you're drawing them, They're, you could draw Steve Buscemi really easily. You can capture his likeness really easily because he's just like weird looking and you're not really like,
Grotesque.
he's a little grotesque, but like it's actually really difficult to draw attractive people because you're more critical of the drawing. You're like, oh, like this person looks like
Not as attractive.
not as attractive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't look right. Like their eye is too big or some shit like that. So, and the same goes, in my opinion, for drawing anatomy. Also, like drawing female anatomy is really hard without, for me personally, because it's like, yeah, especially drawing like thick chicks that like look really good and it's not like awkward or weird. That's why some of these artists that like Jiggy or I mean any number of like, porn artists on there. I'm like, I mean, I know you guys are like actually good artists because that shit is not easy to draw.
Well, bro, I feel like you could step up your game an insane amount because I remember you said this last time, I think, but did you say you don't use reference pictures?
I do use
You
reference
do use
pictures.
reference pictures. Okay, never mind
Yeah.
then.
I mean, it's more like I use reference photos and I don't know if I'm being honest without even trying to like inflate my own ego. I know that like I can draw things better, like more meticulously than I do in my comics. But it's like it's the style at this point. It's kind of like the way that I like to draw things is just like a simplified version of it because at the end of the day it's like a web comic, you know what I mean? But if I was doing something for like a commission piece, I would spend a lot more time making it look like
Yeah.
ooh, like detailed. But like I like the DIY look of the comics, which is why I like don't mind if things look a little like wobbly or out of place. But no, I am for a lot of shit. Like for example, that Mario comic where he's doing the stripper routine. There's no fucking way I could have drawn that without uh, a reference photo for the
Okay.
pole dancers.
Did you
Like that
used
shit
to?
is
I don't know. I swear in my head one time when we were talking, maybe you said you didn't use a reference for that specific drawing,
what's
but
that?
I just swear one time you were like saying you don't really use reference pictures.
I mean, if I'm there's a lot of stuff that I don't use reference pictures. Like if I like, I mean that sea turtle one, for example, there's no ref. I didn't use a reference photo for that. I was just drawing
Okay,
that
okay,
shit
I
off the
see, I
dome.
see,
Yeah, yeah. It's
I see.
just I use reference photos for like here. If I look at my Twitter right now, like things that I'm like okay, like the no face comic, I had of course like I couldn't do that totally off the dome. I had to like look at a photo and specifically the bit that's looking down a subway car. I had to be looking
You
at
were
a
telling
photo
me
of a
that, yeah,
subway
because the
car. Yeah,
perspective.
because
Dude, my
that
point
would have
being though,
been
because I don't know, I went the long way, winded way of telling you this, but if you're, for me, the best way to draw, if you're kind of struggling to draw like a porn chick or like a thick chick, the pinup pictures, or I
mhm.
think Jiggy told me this. Anyway, whoever told me this, I thank you because it's amazing. But if you actually go to just like a random porn video, freezing frames sometimes you can catch like really cool reference
Angles.
positions and shit. Not well angles if you're
Really
trying to jack it, but yeah, but just like reference things for like good drawings and shit. It's
interesting.
crazy, and there's so much of that footage to purse through that it's like it's awesome. By the way,
I
dude, this
mean,
has never happened before, so
what's up?
we will have to do. Maybe I'll throw in the new rap we just made as a
Hmm.
transition, but
Hmm.
I am finally getting the message where it's saying we have a 40-minute limit, so we can just
Yeah, I
restart the
know.
call.
I noticed it. Mine's right here. It says remaining meeting time 7 minutes.
7 minutes 20 seconds. Yeah,
Yeah, he
dude,
said.
I that's never happened before, so maybe I was still on like a trial or something, but we can just reset it and do another 40.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Were we
because
already? Have we already been talking for 40 minutes?
I think so. I think so. We haven't even gotten to the
What? There's
drama we've
no
been alluding
way.
to. I
Yeah,
know,
there's
dude.
no way.
It's just, bro, you're so cool that like talking to you, the time just flies
That's
by,
insane.
bro. But dude, this
Uh,
is great. This is like that Swedish thing, like before they talk business, they have to like bullshit talk.
oh yeah, the
So
little
this
chit
is
chat
yeah, this
thing.
is like our
That's like what
little
we're doing.
yeah, and now we're juicing it up, bro. This drama that you are really invested in,
Yes.
Hyogen, Squizzy, I think. I don't know.
Squizzy.
Squizzy, it's like Hanobi. I think they changed one of their things, but
Yeah.
apparently they're abusive.
I
Apparently they abused their boyfriend Punk Duck or something.
yeah. There. I mean, I guess it's always good to throw in allegedly like as a blanket statement over this whole thing
Oh,
because
supremely. Yeah. I don't,
right, I mean,
I muted this person over a year ago.
yeah, I do not know either. I'm here to analyze the drama, but I do not know either of these people personally. I don't know. I hardly know them impersonally. I just am aware of the drama that's going on the Twitter. It was one of those things where I saw it trending. I have seen that person, Squizzy. Is it Squizzy?
It's Squizzy. Their ad is Squizzy, except it's Squizxy.
Okay.
Yeah, they're little
Squizzy.
persona is like a fennec fox.
A little thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen their comics before because they're really big and a lot of times Twitter will be like, "Oh, you might like this because you follow Hot Paper Comics. You might also like this other like, comic page." And so I'm aware of them, but I was not following them not out of anything like rude except for the fact that I was like, I get the idea. This isn't really my cup of tea. I don't really need this on my feed. I'm a little exclusive about who I follow. I really only
Nice.
follow shit that's like, you don't even have to have a big following. I actually follow a lot of people that are like sub 500 followers, but just I went to their page and they're like, art is dope. And I'm like, oh shit. I mean,
You were telling me your rule was you have to be attractive and
yes.
under 18, and then you'll
Uh-huh.
follow them.
Yeah,
And then you'll
those
follow
are
them.
the two
So,
things.
ladies.
Actually, I'll give a shout out to somebody right now. Well, first of all, Slug Knight is
I was
that
literally
was
about to say, is it Slug Knight? Slug
Slug
Knight,
Knight actually was not the
legend.
person I was just going to shout out, but Slug Knight, it's my fucking boy.
King.
He
King.
just broke 500 followers. He's super funny, and he's gotten like a lot better even just since in the last like 4 months that I've been on Twitter. I mean, he's like his shit has improved a lot.
Did you know
Um,
what? I'm writing this down. I'm working on my new trading card set.
you can
Huge
get
deal.
Slug
I'm
Knight in there.
going to get Slug Knight in there. I'm going to give him a little commission.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. Yeah. Super funny guy. That's like, and he messages me from time to time too, like just like just cool, like just broy things. But he'll also just ask me like some art questions, like, "Yo, man, what's your opinion on this?" and stuff like. He's the man. I fucking love that kid. And he told me this over. Actually, I don't know if he told me this or I saw him tweet this, but I know that he said that he doesn't even he draws everything with a mouse on his computer and
Dude,
Microsoft
no
Paint.
way.
Yes. And I
That's
was like,
fresh as hell.
yeah, I was like, dude, first of all, you're out of your gourd because that sounds like the most difficult way to do some shit. But the fact that he makes shit look as good as he does using that method is crazy.
Dude, once we
Um,
have solid jobs, I'm writing this down too. Once we have solid jobs and solid income, I'm purchasing Slug Knight a Wacom.
oh,
A Wacom.
that's what's up. I,
All
I
right.
finally just got a hand-me-down bamboo tablet that is like, do you want to see it?
Oh yeah. Show me that bad boy.
It's literally, here you go. It's a Wacom bamboo. The date
Bro.
the date on the back says it's from 2011.
Dude, the one I used to work with before I got this one with the screen on it was from like 2001.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe not that old. Wait a minute. Let me find
That's
out which
pretty
version it
fucking
was.
old.
It was like so fucking small, dude.
I know people that are like younger than that.
Let me see.
What do you think?
Yeah, it looks older than the 2005 model, so I'm gonna say
Damn, it probably is that old.
it was old as hell because my
Crazy.
dad bought it for me for a birthday gift when I was in like middle school.
Oh, and it was already kind of old.
Dude, it's so funny because I had it in middle school and I was like, I tried drawing with it, but I couldn't draw very well, so I got so mad at myself and I never used it. And then I kept it with me and then used it in college.
Mm-hmm.
That was like how the YOLO swag stuff started with my middle school shitty ass Wacom thing.
That's great.
But yeah, dude, I remember getting so angry because I was trying to draw Goofy from Kingdom Hearts. Again, I was in middle school. You can't call me Reddit for this, bro. And I was like, I could not fucking draw it. And I was just like, I was like so angry, dude. But
Yeah.
I still can't draw, but I made it work for myself.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I think your shit has gotten very good. And
Powerful.
the tablet itself, like I know I always was I hardly even draw on an iPad. I'm just so used to drawing pen and paper. It's just what I'm most comfortable with that like I never transitioned to the pad, but now I'm interested in some storyboarding and animating and just like doing that next thing. So it was time to start. I've been using this storyboard application in conjunction with the thing, and
Well,
it
bro,
works.
I hope your next thing comes faster than me because I've been waiting on mine for like 4 or 5 years now. So
Nah, I mean, yeah, no,
God bless.
dude, you have several things though. You've got the music thing. You have
I don't know
successful
if the
merch
music thing.
drops.
True, true. All right, I'm very thankful for the merch drops. I will say we have less than a minute left, so we're about to wrap before we go into
Okay,
our quick break.
okay. I
Uh,
can't believe that it already fucking passed by, but
bro,
all right.
it's
Well,
because you're such a homie.
we
But we're
didn't even
getting
talk
to the
about the
drama.
drama, really. Yeah, we're getting to the
We're getting to
drama.
the juicy drama that we've mentioned like 90 times.
Yes.
All
Is it
right,
just gonna boot us out at the end of this or what?
and we're back.
We are back.
We're back, baby. We're
uh,
here to talk about the juicy drama. The juicy drama. By the way, can you go on record? I know we were talking about this earlier, and this is
mhm.
another Asian female that's caused controversy. But I believe you're in the camp of you're attracted to Pokimane. You're a Pokimane
Yeah,
simp.
I thought that was sort of just the standard like opinion. Like
I don't
I
know if
didn't
I'm crazy, bro, but I think you're right. I think a lot of people, especially people who follow her, just think she's like super hot. But I don't. I look at Pokimane and there's no attraction, dude. I don't know.
really.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say she is kind of like I don't know. She's really good looking. I think she's hot, but she like I don't think she doesn't have any distinguishing features really. So she may. I think that's like even right now I'm having trouble picturing what she actually looks like. Let's see.
Yeah, pull that, Jamie. Pull
Wow,
up
I
a
just looked
picture of
up.
Pokimane.
I looked up Pokimane and it automatically suggested Pokimane feet. Let's see.
Brother, hey, pull those up and send them to me. I just want to check something. What she says.
Yeah. Let me see what I. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, she seems hot to me. I could see why. I mean, I don't know if is there more of a claim to fame than.
Well, bro, I think you're being very anti-female by saying her success is only based on her
But that's what I'm asking is like
Far
what
East beauty.
I'm not really I'm not familiar with her at all, so I just know who she is.
Well,
But
dude,
what?
I'm such
Why
a
is she famous?
boomer baboon that I don't know why any of those people like.
Are famous?
Because she does the same thing that, like, if you're talking about even the most famous of them, like Hassan, whatever,
Yeah.
it's pretty much just like you talk about dumb shit or well, he's more political based, but you mainly just like
Mhm.
watch Hell's Kitchen videos on stream and talk about them. Like, I
Yeah,
don't get why
I
people
don't
like
know.
that.
I don't really get that. I do think that's that parasocial friendship simulator thing going on a little
But here's
bit.
the
But
difference. Like to the person listening now, I know exactly who's listening, and
yeah,
we're your best friends.
we're your best
That's the
friends.
difference. Yeah,
Yes. No,
you're a part
we're
of the crew.
real. You
Yeah.
message us, we're gonna respond immediately.
Mhm.
Like
And if you're a hung chick, feel free to the feet pictures or anything.
send them our way.
Did anyone send you penis pictures after last episode? By the way,
No, I don't think we. I
damn
don't think we have enough people watching yet for
Damn it.
anybody
All
to
right.
follow through on that. You know, I was all that makes me think of like I was talking to one of my buddies about because that the paranormal activity comic that I did did way better than I expected. And I was looking at, I know you're averse to this, but I looked at the like Twitter analytics of like
Reddit alert.
I just wanted to see because he asked, he was like, dude, the engagement on that is like you probably a million people probably saw it because I think it has like 280,000 likes or something.
Mhm.
It's like probably like a million people saw it, and I was like, I don't know, man, dude. I clicked on the analytics. It says 7 million people saw the comic, but that was like interesting to me. I don't even say it as a point of pride because it's like that's pretty crazy that like a small fraction of those people liked the photo, and then like an even smaller, like I think it was said something like 8,000 people clicked on my profile which is like 0.0001% of
Well,
the
dude,
people that
this
saw
is
it.
why I hate analytics and I think it's so Reddit because what counts as a view of that comic? Like, because so many people did actually look at it and view it, it probably got retweeted a bunch. But how many of those 7 million was someone literally just like scrolling through or something? That's why it's like
Who
you
knows?
don't
Yeah,
really know. Yeah, that's why
you
to
don't
me it's
really
like
know.
crazy.
I mean,
Because then you get that feeling like you were just talking about, where it's like 7 million people saw it, only 2 million liked it. To me, that's bad because it's like,
no,
why
right. It
didn't the
seems like
5 million like it?
yeah, no,
Yeah,
no, dude, it's like I mean, no, 200,000 liked it. So like I could probably do the quick math, but that's like 1%. I don't even know how many like how much of the like audience that saw it even interacted with it. But then and even then I did a little merch drop of prints for it, and of course like an even smaller group of people actually. But it's like it's very difficult to even when you have a huge audience, it's really hard to get people to engage past just seeing it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, uh, which, yeah, I mean, it's like it's cool. I'm extremely blessed and grateful that that many people even engage with it at all, no doubt. But yeah, like it's people are so lazy on Twitter. Like it's like I mean, I do the same thing. Like it's like I only I only be liking shit that I actually like. Unless I'm like, if I'm drunk, sometimes I'll be on Twitter and I'm just like, because I'm just like feeling it.
you're a
But
fair but just God.
yeah, but
You're
usually
allowed
I'm
to
just
relax.
liking things that I'm just like, I want to be able to go back and look at my likes and see the shit that I liked and be like, oh, that's dope. Yeah, I remember why I like that. But
Powerful.
maybe that's too picky. Maybe that's too particular.
No, I
Um,
used to be, because you're still fairly new. Like you've been under a year on Twitter, right?
yeah, dude, I've been on Twitter since November of
Yeah,
last year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I used to treat it more like that, where it's like, yeah, like you kind of try to like play it out more, but then to me now it's more just like, I mean, at the end of the day, it really is just like a shit posting machine.
Hmm.
Like most of the things on Twitter are just like stupid and just made up bullshit. So it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
where I'm
what.
going with
No,
this.
it's all right. But that's what made me think of it in the first place is because you were like, it's like, dude, 7 million people viewed my tweet and none of them sent me a dick pic. Like, can you
Yeah,
believe
what the
that?
yo?
Like,
Fuck
what the
these people.
fuck, dude?
Fuck these
What is this?
people.
Fuck these people. Like, what's with this fucking app, man?
Yeah.
What happened to the days? I don't know.
Absolute ass. Absolute ass.
Absolute ass.
Bro, I keep getting off topic. We're here to talk about drama. We're here to fan the flames
It's
and
just like who
say
gives a
bullshit.
shit? Who gives a shit about this person? It's like, of course, like we should talk about the drama because it is interesting, but it's just like I will say, just because I've kind of been keeping it. Oh my god, it's just like the most grotesque picture of Nico Cotto Avocado just
Oh,
showing
is
up
it
on
his
my thing.
asshole one?
It wasn't his asshole. It was just him looking like really fat.
Dude,
To
I
be
hated when
honest,
people were, because dude, I didn't know he had an OnlyFans where he does like porn and shit, but people were like posting literally his like gaping asshole, and it was just like, oh,
dude,
dude.
dude, I'm pretty sure that this person's Squizzy has lost like this was like 50,000 followers today because
Good.
damn, that's insane. More people just unfollowed them than follow me at all, and they still have 238,000
That's
followers.
insane.
Why do
Dude,
they have so many followers though? Like, I mean,
well, their
they
shit bangs. Like they used to do a bunch of animations, but I'll be honest, bro, and this is why it's like, this is why I feel like I don't mind talking about it a little bit. But oh, Slugman just posted a new comic.
oh, did he really? Let's check it
Powerful.
out real quick.
Powerful. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
let's
like
see.
that. It's God jumping into the ocean, causing a tsunami,
Let's drop
killing
into it.
innocent lives.
Oh, that's
It's
what's
powerful.
that's a good comic.
Anyway, I'm assuming I muted Squizzy out of like some sort of self-esteem or like insecurity of my own. But at the time in my head, it's like, dude, this person is so annoying and they give off bad vibes. So I was just like mute. But I just felt so justified when did this happen? Like yesterday, I think. I think I
Maybe
saw it
just
last
posted
night.
it. Yeah,
It was
yeah.
either last night or this morning. But when I saw it, I was just like, and this is so scummy. Like I feel like I'm such a shitty person, but I was just like, yes, I was correct. I was
Yeah,
correct in
dude,
my hasty judgment of this
yeah. It's kind of
Oriental
crazy.
woman.
It's crazy because you know what? That's another weird one too. That word Oriental. That like
Dude,
you,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it's so,
it's
because like Oriental noodles on ramen, that flavor,
yeah,
it's like, dude, that's fresh as hell.
yeah. And no, it's like you're allowed to use the word Oriental to describe things, but
Oh,
you're
you
not
can.
supposed to use. You can't. Yeah, you could say like
Oh,
an Oriental rug or like an
Okay,
Oriental.
okay.
Like there's a supermarket by me that's just says like Oriental supermarket, and it's just like but you're not supposed to call people Oriental.
Oh,
I don't know why. I don't know where that came from, but
that's
I don't do it anyway.
insane.
But
That's
anyway,
what's next? No N word. Okay,
yeah, none of that.
okay.
Can't do that.
SJWs.
Well, that's
Suck
also
me.
what I mean. It's like for some reason this allegation that just came out by this other because they have a pretty big following too. This punk
This
duck.
punk duck. I tried to Do you know anything about him? Because I do
No,
not.
no. Do we think that this is just a CIA psyop? Like, is this not
Well,
really
I
even?
will admit, I think I looked him up on YouTube, and he looks British. So I was kind of like, eh, eh. No, I
Uh,
don't. He's kind of twinkish. He's a little twinky.
yeah. I mean,
Not that that means anything. I'm just
I don't know
going
what either
purely
of
on
these
looks.
people look like in real life. I mean, I actually didn't even know that Squizzy was a girl. I mean, I don't know why I would know. I literally looked at their profile one time, but I didn't know that she was a girl until today. I just kind of, that thing where you just project online that everybody looks and sounds exactly like you if you can't see them, basically.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that? Like if I'm
Well,
reading comments or something and I'm just like, I just picture a really like generic white male usually like when I'm reading a comment. I don't think in my head. I'm not that imaginative.
I do for everyone unless it's like a furry picture, and then in my head it's like, yeah, they probably look like that. I don't know why. I don't know
Yeah,
why
that
I'm
maybe
willing to
so.
suspend belief that I'm talking to a giant fox man. I think it's because I'm literally an idiot, but yeah, I love
Well,
that.
Twitter is really unique in that. I mean, I noticed this almost immediately when I joined. Is that it's like the only social media where it seems like there's a ton of people, like droves and droves of people that do not like self-identify through their Twitter. Really, like their picture, like their little thumbnail, is like a drawing or something, and they never post photos of themselves, myself included, and that's it. And they use a name that's not their own. So it's just like they're just browsing and they're just this like completely, they're like the Riddler, like or some shit. Like
Collecting info. Yeah,
they're
I
just
couldn't
totally
do
something
that,
different.
bro. I feel like I'd be at least because I've run into profiles like that where they don't even have tweets either or like responses to things, and it's like you don't even want to comment like
You don't do
cool
anything.
on
Yeah.
something or even I respect the porn guys more who are like me want to fuck you baby under like every fucking
Yeah.
OnlyFans chick shit. Anyway, I pulled this up. I pulled up his story, but
Who? Oh, this is Punk Duck.
yeah, this is the start of it. I'm just gonna read the opening
Let's
paragraph,
hear
but
it.
this is the too long didn't read. Are you familiar with that? I think it's
The
a what's the term
TL
acronym TLDR.
TLDR. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. I was gonna
Little
say
Reddit. Little
it's so
Reddit.
little Reddit. It's
That's
I
it.
think it came on Reddit.
I'm sure it
I think it
did.
started in maybe 4chan. That's one of those things I'm going to attribute to Reddit, and every 4chan guy is going to be like, dude, you
No.
fucking cuck. That
Yeah.
started on 4chan.
Yeah.
Dude, I get that way about that shit too. When Daft shows me something and it's like, Tumblr made this, and it's like something I know 4chan made, I'm always just like, my autism, bro. I can't handle it. Anyway, TLDR. My ex-partner, Hyojin/Squizzy, was abusive to me, both emotionally and physically. From 2019 till back half of 2021, they berated me, put me down, and assaulted me. The worst is on page 2. Evidence of it is linked at the end. Did you read any of
I,
it?
I did read some of it. I know that there's some shit that it's like it sounds like first of all she was really toxic and was constantly like berating
Mm-hmm.
Punk Duck. I don't know what either of their real names are, but she was constantly berating and saying terrible gaslighty type things, just like you made me do this, like that type of shit. And then
Yeah.
it sounds like it escalated to some point that it did get physical, where I think she like I don't know what the physical dynamic is there because I don't. Well, I don't know.
Well,
I'm not
dude,
gonna pass judgment.
I was gonna say because I think this is kind of what you're talking about is because I saw a bunch of people who were like shitting on the guy and a text she had sent were because I think she's maybe like 5 foot and he's like 6 foot,
Okay.
but they were saying like how could she have attacked you? You're so much bigger, blah blah blah. But dude, if I ever got in a fight with a chick or like my girlfriend, it's very hard to even. I feel like unless they had a weapon, I would not really be fighting back. I would be kind of like taking it. You know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah. I think in general, like if you're a normal person and you're not like a UFC fighter or like on
What do you mean by
roids,
normal?
like a normal human, you basically you go through life and like you occasionally like bump into other people, but like you don't like sometimes you'll have a moment where all of a sudden somebody really runs into you. You have like a physical interaction with somebody that's like accidental, and you you're like reminded at how easy you could be to just like tip over if
Oh yeah.
somebody.
Oh yeah.
And so I could totally see, even if he's much larger than her and she's smaller. I mean, if he's like, maybe like a skinny dude and she's kind of like a thick chick, I don't know what they look like. She could totally fucking.
I remember her being a little thicker, and this guy kind of looks like the recent shooter that got absolutely murked. Did you see the pictures of this shooter guy? Have you heard this story?
Is it that he looks like the scary? I don't know. Maybe
I forget where the shooting was. I want to say Missouri or something. I should get that right, but me no know. But anyway, this kid started shooting in a mall, and then this bystander who had a weapon like killed him in like 10 seconds. Like, absolutely obliterated this kid. Like, but they were posting pictures of the body. Yeah, I know. But
owned him.
This was one of those political things where the right was like yelling at the left because like dumb. I don't know. It was pretty dumb, but a lot of left people were like trying to say the main part of the story is that the guy shouldn't have had a gun. The kid who killed the bad guy, which it's like, I feel like in this one scenario, you can at least be like, yo, fresh. Like, yeah, I'm glad you shot that bitch. But, dude, the kid was like twink. Like, he looked fairly tall, but like, dude, rail thin. Like, if he wanted to be a femboy, he could 100% have pulled that off and just gone that route instead of as every white boy must choose to be either racist on the internet or transition eventually in their lives. You'll come to this path soon eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've already split. I'll let you decide which one.
No Filipinos ever on the podcast. But anyway, that's the only. I was just bringing that up because I saw a lot of people trying to say he's so much bigger than her. How could she have hit him? And I think that's not exactly the.
And the point is that even if she didn't physically, there's a difference of that she physically hurt him, like actually hurt him, and just that she shouldn't be putting his hands on him anyway. Like.
Yeah.
Come on now. I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if she's just like, and like nothing's happening. It's like, bro, get out of that fucking relationship anyway. Like, you should not be putting up with any level of physical abuse, dude, even if it doesn't hurt. Like,
I know a lot of women, and this could be this could be very sexist comment, but there's a lot of women who you see them a lot of times in YouTube videos where they're messing around with a guy who's a douchebag and like totally hits women, but they'll hit a guy and you can tell just by the way they're hitting him in their face, they're thinking like, he'll never hit me. But then when the guy does, it's like, what the
whoa,
fuck? Like,
yeah, she gets like clotheslined. Yeah, I've seen some videos like that.
I'm not even talking like about the guy even hitting necessarily hard, but once they get hit back, there's kind of this like, you can't hit, like there's chicks out there who will willingly lay into a guy knowing most dudes won't strike back, which I think is kind of like fucked.
It is fucked.
Not in like the all women feel this way. I just think there's like a few out there who would willingly hit their dude just because they know he won't really hit back.
That's not cool. You should not put your hands on anybody to harm them for any reason. I mean,
unless Filipino. Okay, if one of those come at you.
Have you ever been in a fight, like a physical fight?
A couple, but they were very cringe and very Reddit.
Really? Like when you were in high school or later than that?
At boarding school. We were staying up late in this kid's room, Walker Sullivan, dude. He was this cringy he looked like the kid from Powder. He was like albino pretty much.
Okay.
I'm choking. Anyway, I farted on him and then I was leaving and he like ran up to me and punched, and I was like, I turned around and like ducked, and he punched the back of my head and broke his hand. Yeah.
What?
And it was like, I don't know if it was broken, but he had to have a cast, and it was like, maybe it was like a sprain, but it was like a cringe fight where that's all that happened. So like,
why did he get so upset that you farted on him in the first place?
It was bare ass, bro. I was like, I was really just like farting on him, dude. It was dope, bro. And I remember I had to go talk to the council, like the school council, and they're like, so what happened? And I was like, yeah, like I farted on this kid. And I remember this hot chick just immediately started laughing. And like I was just like, oh shit. Dude, they made me go to anger management for that.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Did
just
you get
like,
anything out of it or what?
no. And dude, the worst part was is the anger management teacher is one of those fucking fruity ass people who are like, yo, sit down, listen. A lot of these jive turkey
Oh
teachers,
God.
they're not gonna be real with you. You can cuss in front of me. You want to say fuck? Look, I said it. Fuck. Who cares? You know, here it's a safe space. Fuck. Say whatever you want. And it's just like, you're so cringe.
Just stop,
Shut
please.
up. You're ready. Yeah.
I look back on so many. Well, we also had a whole fucking dude. There were a ton of and I'm not even exaggerating. Like several teachers at my high school that were like later uh, found to be fucking
Pedos?
pedos. Yeah, men and women, pedos at the school,
Powerful.
and you know what? The fucking uniting like factor among all of them is they were all that type of teacher that's just like, yeah, bro, I got like couches in my classroom because I'm just like a chill ass
Literally,
dude. And it's
that's
just
like a warning sign,
it's
bro.
such a warning sign. And when you're a kid, you're just like, oh, this is dope, this is great, and like luckily,
I never fell into that trap, bro.
I
You're
mean,
lucky.
I never like had that close of a relationship with any of my teachers, but still, some people are like, bro, did you ever go to like fucking did you ever have Mr. Duck as a teacher? He's fucking ruled. Sorry, I just have Punk Duck pulled up on my thing. But yeah,
Yeah, I was like, out of all the last names you're reaching for, Duck.
I just was like, yeah, by like Punk Duck.
Right.
I looked up Punk Duck to see if I could find a picture of him, and all I am getting are like rubber duckies with mohawks.
If you go to his YouTube, there's videos and stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, I think the worst part about what happened, at least according to this thing, and again, this is all alleged, everyone listening. So, you know, if you're mad, sue Beetle Moses, not me.
Assuming.
Anyway, so yeah, it's mainly just a lot of yelling, and then the thing that threw me off that was weird is apparently like when she was hitting him or something, or when they were screaming at each other, the chick's mom came in and was like, pretty much like, you always do this, fuck you. Which to me, a lot of people are like, see, that's proof she sucks. But to me, that was a sign of like, oh, this chick's probably like genetically like her mother, who also sounds like not a good person. Based on that, like if your kid was yelling at someone and you're just like, hey, you always do this, you bitch, and then just leave, like don't even like intervene or like try to help them work shit out, like dude. And I very much believe that shit because like I'm slowly becoming my father every day. I've been mispronouncing words like him, and like just I keep wearing cargo shorts. Like there's something about genetics you cannot escape, dude. Like it's what happens.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, that's a fucked up story. I didn't read that part of it. I think I was waiting to like read it on the podcast or talk to you about it. But yeah, man, I mean, I this is also, by the time that we post this, I would say there's a pretty strong likelihood that she will
respond.
Put like a notes screenshot.
Potentially,
apology.
Unless it is Wednesday, we could drop this episode today and then drop the next episode this Friday if we want to start. Unless we want to start doing, because I think the plan is to do 2 epis a week, perhaps.
We could drop this one today, and then we just got to record another one. Like we can do it tomorrow. We could record another one for Friday.
Excellent.
Yeah, hell yeah.
With more juicy news, maybe like a follow up. You know?
Yeah, hopefully something does happen. I mean, I would say it's probably in her interest to it's probably in her interest to ignore it, because then it will go away. Unfortunately.
Dude, who's that fruity ass comedian I hate who was like talking to like 10-year-olds? Chris D'Elia. He did that, dude, and he literally just survived. Like rolled back up, and everyone's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
Nobody gave a shit. I mean, yeah, I think the move is to just not say anything, but she might be seeing, like, dude, she straight up, I should have actually screenshotted like to get the real metric, but she had, I think, 290,000 followers.
She was at 2,500 last time I saw her.
She's like at 23.
Oh wow.
Like she's pretty low now. I mean, she's definitely bleeding followers, so maybe she'll feel like I gotta say something to save some face, but I think it's probably in her interest to not do anything really. Who fucking knows? Who knows?
Oh, dude, I'm hoping this is fake, but this has to be fake. This has to be a fake account. But apparently, this is like a simp guy. But I was telling you about this guy earlier. But let me read you these comments. So
Go ahead.
this punk duck guy posts the accusation thing, right?
Okay.
In this account, Mizawam, Mizawam1. And their profile description is simp and anime fan, females deserve worship, and then that so annoying emoticon of :3, like the little.
Oh
I literally want every
no.
time I see that I want to pop someone's head off. Anyway, they said, please, this is extremely rude to Hyojin. Saying abusers don't deserve sympathy at the end was icing on the cake. And someone said, bro, they literally abused him. It's not rude to her. I hope you're joking. And they said, now Hyojin is going to get nothing but harassment, and it angers me. So they
Dude,
said,
what
I
the
know, dude.
hell?
I'm 99% sure this has to be a joke, but
Are people liking that like are they
no,
liking
it
them?
has one like, and all the responses have
Okay.
like 30, 40. And anyway, the guy said, well, yeah, they're a shitty person. I'm begging you, please get a life. And then the person says, it's not okay. Hyojin could get hurt. None of this matters. Hyojin is going to get nothing but harassment. I do find Hyojin extremely attractive, but that isn't important compared to how terrible people on the internet will treat them. And that's pretty much the
Okay,
last bit.
okay, dude, you're talking about like cyberbullying versus she physically assaulted this guy.
Literally,
Like, dude,
dude.
they like people just live in a. I mean, you know, people just live in this world where like all the shit that you see online doesn't fucking matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. She should get fucking some shit for this online. I mean, like who cares? Who fucking cares? She'll survive. She still is a good animator. She'll maybe fall out of like the public eye a little bit, but like whatever. Just get a fucking real job. Like fuck you, dude. What is
Dude,
this
I can't
shit?
go back to that. I can't go back to a real job. I will kill myself, dog.
No, no, you could get a real job that's like still in your field of interest. I mean, like
Chipotle would be about it, bro.
that's
Chipotle would be about it, bro.
That can't be it, dude.
Dude, I
Like,
miss Chipotle so much, dude. I worked there maybe like 2 years ago, but I literally was living, eating, breathing Chipotle food every day, bro. I was eating everything, but dude, I was like, I can always tell when I need to leave a job. And
mhm.
thankfully, one of my Patreons got me like a way better job right after that. But I was at the point where, like, at the height of COVID, I was getting so angry at like having to work there that I was like coughing on all the chips, just doing like fucked up shit, dude. Where I was just like,
You were doing that?
dude, me and my coworkers would just we'd like
You
do
were
it.
fucked.
Dude, we
Yeah.
just do fucked up shit
You
like
were
that,
so
and then
fucked.
like start laughing. It was like Beavis and Butthead, bro. It wasn't. Dude, I never did it to any of the crazy. I always made sure the baby chips were uncoughed, so
Okay, good.
no babies were eating coughed on chips.
Good person.
But
And
honestly,
also,
dude, I
to
had
be
the
fair,
antibodies, so honestly, people should have paid me for giving them. I was saving lives by coughing on those chips, bro. People were like
yeah,
becoming stronger.
yeah, good for you, dude. Good for you. I experienced this one. I've only ever worked in one food service thing, which was Starbucks, and I never did this, but I did. And let this be a cautionary tale. I did witness a girl that I worked with at the time, spit in somebody's drink because they were like really rude to her at like the register.
Dude, I don't understand. Like every restaurant job I've worked, and it's not just me, like a lot of people are way more sensitive. You could look at them wrong and they'll poop in your food. Like I'm making your food, I can literally put it in my asshole.
And literally,
Like, how
you have
you
no idea what's going on. Like you
literally,
don't-
bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
You have to block it off mentally. I mean, because you could also just consider that they may not even be doing anything malicious behind the scenes, but the kitchen might just be dirty. Somebody could be sick working back there. You just don't fucking know. But
Yeah.
if you thought about it, you'd just be a fucking bubble boy because you couldn't go anywhere or eat any food or enjoy your life.
But
But
dude, I'm just saying, like the fact that the person making your food, you're going to be a dick to, like
literally,
how do you? People don't realize how little it sets people up. Like, dude, I think I mentioned this a few episodes ago, but like I remember this chick The famous
Famous Australian comedian.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the line. But dude, we had like a bad fight, and like they came in one day, and I still remember what they ordered. It was the salmon special, sweet potato fries,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh
balsamic vinegar
no.
for their salad. I literally was like, I just went in the kitchen. I was like, yo, table 12, fuck them. And they literally, dude, the nastiest ass floors. We just like wiped the salmon all over it.
No, you
Dude,
did
fuck their shit
not.
up, dude. But like, that's what I'm saying is you don't
That
understand. There's a
is
million people worse than me working there who like, if you come in and your shirt's the wrong color, they're gonna poop in your food. So like, be very polite to the person making your food.
yeah.
Be
You
extra
need to
nice.
be polite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or you're
you
gonna
need to
be
be
drinking
polite.
spit. Like it's literally just it's like how if a lion and a gazelle are in a room together, the lion's gonna eat the gazelle. It's nature. It's literally nature that you need to just be nice to the food person.
Seriously, I am
Literally.
always overtly. I am very also just because when you work customer service, which a lot of people our age have, but some people never have. But once you work customer service, you know how bad the person working there doesn't want to be there. Like you
Yes.
like, and
Yes.
I always am like, dude. Yesterday, I actually was driving through a Starbucks and I went to go get some like just some coffee and I don't know if the little intercom wasn't working or something, but they had a dude out there that was taking orders at the car window and like putting it on the little pad rather than just speaking into the little box. And it was like fucking 98 degrees outside. I'm in South Florida. It's like it was like muggy and hot and like I was like, dude, God bless this kid because he wasn't even a kid. He looked like he was older than me. But I was just like, I cannot believe that he's just working out here in this. They're not. I know they are not paying him enough to do this shit. But
Yeah.
I just told him like when he took my order, I was just kind of like trying to be nice to him because I was just like, I'm sure he's having a shitty day right now, and I was just like, bro, you're a champion being out here right now, dude. It is so hot, like.
Dude, that's why I
And
love Chick-fil-A because they like someone posted a picture of it recently, but the people that have to go outside and do that whenever there's like
uh-huh.
storm conditions, they have these like either these like crazy hoods that like block out the sun or like fans to
Yeah.
like cool them down, and it's just like that's how you do it, dog. You fucking turn your person into like a fucking Spartan from Halo so that they can
Yeah.
survive the elements. By the way, dude, I feel like we literally just started talking about the Squizzy thing. And did you get the notification? We currently have 8 minutes, 20 seconds left
Oh my god,
of
dude!
our
There's
40
no
minute
way.
block.
There's no way. There's no way that it's only that we've already gone through two 40
dude,
minute
dude,
sessions.
it's just like we didn't hang out for so long. We're just catching up. Like
It does
it's
not feel like it's been that
crazy,
long.
dude. It's crazy, bro. You sound like me and my girlfriend when I'm like, I can't believe we've been dating 2 years. It feels like my whole life.
And have you guys been
It's like my whole
really dating
life.
2 years already?
Yeah, dude, it's been 2 years.
2 years,
Powerful. It
yeah,
flew
very
by, bro.
powerful. Yeah,
Oh
me and
yeah.
my girl just celebrated our 1 year. We've just
Oh,
been
that's
dating for
crispy,
one
bro.
year.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say she's Hispanic, right?
she is. Yeah,
Do you, when she cleans your desks and moves stuff, do you make sure nothing goes missing?
she actually does have a habit of taking things from my room sometimes. And I called her out on it. It was like she actually, the main thing that she steals from me are my socks because I like, I get socks that are like the good ones. Like
Yes.
I pay a little bit extra to get the socks that are like, ooh, like cushy and nice. And I don't want like, they don't have any of those fucking stitching in the toes or anything. Like they're like
Yeah,
good
yeah.
socks.
Yeah.
And I'll buy like a 14 pack of them at Walmart or something like that. It'd drop like $20 on that. And then she comes over and she's like, first of all, she'll make first. No, these are the phases. First, she makes fun of me because she's like, "Why are you wearing like?" Because they're like high socks, you know
Dude,
what I
this
mean, or
is
whatever.
classic woman, bro. I already know where this is
And she's
going.
just like, "Oh, why are you wearing those? Like, why don't you just wear these or like no socks or just like those you look so funny. You look like a dad when you're wearing that." And I'm like, "Dude, they're good fucking socks." And whatever, bro. I'm pushing 30. Like, I'm living my life in comfort at this
Yeah,
point. I do
this
not
is the point
care.
of time where I can wear the fucking dad socks. Like, leave me the
Exactly.
fuck alone.
It's literally a rite of passage. I do not care about looking cute from the neck down. This is it. Everything else I don't care
That's
what I'm
all.
wearing.
Yeah.
And so and so of course she goes through a phase of that, and then she's like, "Can I borrow some socks? Like I left mine at home." And I'm like, sure, go right ahead. And then like a week later, I'm missing like 7 pairs of socks because
Dude,
every time she's here, she's
dude.
wearing my socks and takes it. And then I'm over at her place and I'm looking through her sock drawer to get to because I forgot socks. And I'm like, oh, this is where all my
This is where they all are.
socks
Dude,
are.
literally every woman has such a rodent mind aspect to them. Like, this is in the same vein, but this shit pisses me off. Dude, Daft does that shit too, but this pisses me off even more, bro. I'll buy her a little treat or a little snack if she's been good that day. I'll get her like a little snack. Or I'll buy something for myself or whatever. But has your chick ever done this where you get something and they're like, that looks disgusting.
Yes.
Or like, this is gross. Why did the fuck did you
Yes.
get this? And then you turn your back and you turn around and they've eaten
It's
it completely.
gone.
Dude, oh my god, dude, women, stop. Stop
Please
fucking
stop.
doing this. I'm so sick of you using your little fucking rat instincts to be like, oh, it looks gross, and then it's like Garfield mode,
Dude,
like gobbling it
I'm
all
telling you,
up,
the
dude.
amount of times where I recommend like 3 times for my girl to do something or try something like, oh, when I go to this restaurant, oh, try this, it's really good. And she's like, no, that's weird. I already get what I like. Like, you get what you like, and I get what. And then finally she'll try it. And she's like, oh my
Dude,
God.
literally every fucking and
Why?
it sets me off so hard because when you're trying to recommend something or do something and they're like talking down at you like you're the idiot, and then it's like, because I was right, I lose all my food, and you're gonna eat half of my bacon fries or whatever the fuck I just recommended. It's
Dude,
so annoying.
We have become such a boomer podcast so quickly already. It's just like, women be doing,
Dude,
It's like-
I'm so sick though of like, there's so many times I see a Zoomer type person who will have a viral post on Twitter and it'll be someone like, I'm so sick of dudes being like, women take so long or women do this. And it's just like, dude, you clearly haven't been in a relationship because, dude, men have been joking about this from the dawn of time because of how real it is. And it's like a visceral, like, you and me can talk about it and it feels like it just happened to me. Like,
it happens all the time. I swear to God, if I feel like I've already said this, but I swear to God, if I was covered head to toe in human shit and it was like, my sister's wedding is in 8 minutes, I'd be ready to go in
I'm
5.
good. Yeah,
like I'd be waiting in the car. Like it's just like, but yeah, girls just take a long fucking time to get ready. And I don't think like, I don't get that mentality of being like, you shouldn't say these things because they're actually backwards or misogynist. It's like, no, because you can also say 100 things about dudes that are completely true.
The power dynamic, women and men are superior, so you can't talk about women.
You shouldn't be saying shit if it's coming from a hateful place. If you're an incel and you're like, I hate women because they take so long to get ready because they have a tiny brain, then it's like, okay.
Well, all right. If they're spitting facts, I mean, what's the problem?
Okay, I didn't realize when I said that I'm kind of spitting facts, but the point is that like you can joke about things that unite people
without being a dickhead.
But like, you just be ribbing them.
This ties us back into the whole conversation. Jesus Christ. I'm going to write this down so we can talk about it when we start again because we're about to go into our second break.
Dude, I've been using Zoom for, this is like unprofessional to be talking about while we're just live, but it's like I've been using Zoom for years, dude. I was doing D&D sessions on Zoom that would go on for like 2 hours.
Never had this happen,
run into this.
Never. I'm blaming you, bro.
Maybe we should switch to Skype.
I don't know if I can get back on Skype, dude. That's too Reddit.
Is it Reddit?
No. I haven't used Skype in so long. I miss the do.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just like, it's so weird to me that Skype seemed to totally fumble the bag during COVID, where there was like an obvious need for people to be able to like group FaceTime and in like a really like professional setting, and Skype had already existed for like a decade or more, and then for some reason Zoom just became the one that people were doing. Like they just swooped in. I don't know why everybody forgot about Skype and now Zoom is the one.
Yeah, I don't know. Skype to me is just like, even though it's updated, I'm sure it would be the same as if, I know they got rid of the app, but if someone told me to use LimeWire today, It'd be like, dude, that's so old that I'm just not going. Like, what am I,
No.
10? Like, I
Yeah,
can't
no.
use that. Even though I know a lot of people use Skype for that shit. But anyway, we're about to go into our second break, ladies and gentlemen. I think we will post this today, perhaps. It could greatly affect how many, our likes and hits because we're posting it so late. So, if you're watching this, I was about to say type N in the chats, but don't do that. Don't type N.
Yeah, hopefully I think we should just put this one out today just because it would be really stupid if now there's some huge development that happens like tonight with this drama that
and
we've
this
been
just gets
taking.
obliterated.
It's like we already took fucking like an hour and a half just to get to the drama, and then by the time that we post it, it's not even gonna be fucking relevant anymore.
Dude, this next segment, before we go on this break, we will talk about the Squizxy stuff. I feel like we only talked about it for 10 minutes, but we will, because I have a good point. I'm going to make.
Oh, okay.
I will see you momentarily. You know what? I'm going to make a little coffee. I'm going to get a little snack. I'll send you the link.
I'm going to get a snack too. Okay,
2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
We're so Reddit, bro. I'm going to get a little snack. I'm going to get a little snack.
Yeah. All right.
Where's the, wait a minute.
You know what? Wait, I want to ask a question real quick.
What's up?
But we have less than a minute. Where is it written that you cannot just eat a stick of salami?
We're back from the final break.
We're back.
I don't know if we should post. It could be too late to post tonight. We could take a huge hit. A huge hit in views.
What's too late? I mean, dude, by the time we finish, it's 8:00 right now. We'll probably finish. I don't know how long it's going to take to.
All right, I'll make a deal with you. I'm editing it. I'm going to need you to come up with the cover art.
Okay.
Maybe. What if we were beating up hi-jinks? Like we got her in a headlock. I'm holding her behind, and you're kind of punching her in the gut. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's actually really funny. Is that like?
And we'll call her something Oriental. We're screaming at her, Oriental.
Is art of us kicking the shit out of her little fennec fox? Is that like too?
Yeah, it probably would be in poor taste, but
probably in bad taste, right?
I don't know, dude. I just had the most delicious the podcast is called Cold Cuts, because we're kind of like little cold cuts of stories and auditory. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Do you have like a Kroger's in Florida?
My well, I don't want to dox. I'm not doxing him. My brother works for Kroger's. I don't think we have them in Florida.
Baller, dude. Well, Kroger's and Ralph's, whatever. They just released this new lunch meat about a month ago, and I have been inhaling it, dude. It's spicy honey chicken. Damn. And it literally, dude, it's so delicious and spicy. I'm going. I didn't
know. Bro. I didn't know there were still like. Like we were still unlocking new.
Dude, there's
meats.
cold cunt frontiers. Okay, everything in the world, has been discovered in whatever we know. Everything about the ocean and the jungle. Yeah. The cold cut frontier that's the next space race. People don't understand this,
dude. My girl just put me on to. Have you ever had mortadella?
Dude, my chick literally just put me onto that too.
Bro. Oh my god! It's basically for anybody who hasn't had it. It's Italian. It's like I think it's Italian in nature. Yeah, it's bologna, but it's like bougie bologna. Like it's like I think the nicer version of bologna. Dude, it is so good. She made for me like a few weeks ago. She made like for breakfast these like egg sandwiches that she put the mortadella on it, and it was like. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. It was so good, fire. Dude, like she fried it in a pan. It was so good.
My favorite lunch meat and combo with that. Because like do you get the one that has like olives?
I think it has. Yeah, I don't know what's in it.
It's like olives and like
an olive loaf. No, yeah, there's things. Like white. Yeah.
But dude, that and I'm so pissed, dude. Whenever I visit my parents, they're in this like bumfuck Noville, but it's like very Italian. Place, and they have the best meats, dude, but I cannot find a good capicola, or as the Italians call it, gabagool, baby, a gabagool. It's very hard to find, but it's so fucking good, dude. That with mortadella, and if you're feeling fancy, if you're a little rich bitch, a fine layer of prosciutto, dude. I remember the first time I sold those trading cards, and I had like a couple extra $100 in my wallet. I drove to my favorite. It's this old Greek guy. And it's this small little deli. I think it's called Papagino's, but I drove there and I bought just like, I think like $100 worth of prosciutto.
Hell yeah.
And I was just like, I lived off of it for like the month, but I was like, dude, I felt like a king, bro. It's so decadent, dude.
Yeah, prosciutto is so good. All that stuff, dude.
Balls.
I had this recipe that, I mean, I can't even lie. Like I just found it online. I looked it up to that's like a homemade bolognese basically, but it's like the fancy kind and it has to sit and stew for like it's basically like a 5 hour process because you're the actual cooking is not that involved, but then you let it like reduce, like you pour basically like chicken and beef stock into it
Yeah.
and you let it reduce for like
Dude, every good sauce, every good food, it needs that 5 to 8 hour time. Like, I'm so
yes.
sick of it. Is literally an affront to God. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these fucking pressure cookers, the
Yeah.
quick cookers that cook thing in 2 hours. That is
No.
unholy. Nothing.
No.
You're eating something that's demonic. Okay,
It's
it doesn't.
true.
It doesn't take 2 hours to make a delicious beef stew.
Yeah,
You're sinning. You're sinning.
you're supposed to let it reduce, like really absorb those flavors. And dude, they fucking this bolognese recipe, maybe I'll fucking post it to my Twitter. It is so good. And when I make it for my family or I make it for anybody, it like bangs. Like people are always like, oh my God, how did you make this? What is the, like and I'm like, oh, it's like, I just picked it up over the years, but I fucking just Googled it's some like Rachel Ray crap or something. But it's
Oh,
like,
dude, I
no,
love her, Queen.
but it is like legit because it starts with you have to like dice or chop. I don't know what it is. Like you put it in a food processor, but it's like carrot and celery, and that's like your base. And then the meat, and you put the prosciutto in, and that'll like sizzles down. It's so
Oh
fucking
baby,
good.
oh
It comes
baby.
out so fucking decadent.
That
And
sounds tasty, bro.
dude, it's amazing.
Dude,
Next time when we're
once this
together,
takes off, I was about to say, when this takes off, you, me, and House of Decline, I'm gonna get us a suite in Vegas. Okay, we'll
oh
have a
my
kitchen
god,
in it. You're gonna cook us this
I'm gonna make this
bolognese.
fun bolognese,
I'm
dude.
gonna
I
pour it
would
in my
love
ass.
that. I would love to. It's like I know it's like the rapper way, but it's just like yo, when I'm put on, all my boys are coming with me, baby. Like it is
Dude,
gonna be like we all made it.
100%. Slug
We all
night,
made it.
I'm
Slug
taking you
night
with me, bro.
is there. Oh, dude, it's crazy. I feel like fucking 2 hours ago now, but when we were talking about Slug Night, I actually
You were gonna bring up someone
there
else.
was another dude I was going to shout out who I think you follow them too, but this guy I don't even actually know if it's a dude, so I'm going to say I don't know. There's no indication.
This they them.
I don't know if they're a they them either. I don't know what their pronouns are, so I'm sorry for assuming, but I think it's a guy.
This
But
podcast should be called Tangents.
it is all tangent. Isn't that what all
It is
podcasting
just
is?
like, that's true. That's true.
Uh,
Anyway,
well, at
who's
least the
this
good
guy? Do I
ones.
know him?
Anyway, it's a Relicrom. You
Oh
follow
yeah,
that
he's great,
person?
dude. Him and Slug Knight are on like, to me they're like homies in my head because
Yeah,
I found them at the same time.
for sure. I mean, both of them, when I first got on Twitter, they were some of the first people that interacted with me. And so I followed them both back. Turns out Slug Knight is an absolute fucking G. Relicrom doesn't post as so much of their own original art, although they do occasionally, and it's very good.
Do they
But
paint?
they like do
Dude,
digital
he's
paintings.
painted me twice. I'm pretty sure, and one was like of just me peeing in my ass or whatever.
What? Really?
He's so good, dude. Yeah,
He's
he's
insane.
excellent. I think that was him, but yeah, his
Yeah.
work is so cerebral.
He's so great because he's does like very good paintings, but he'll do them of subjects that are just like that, like you peeing, like some
Yeah, very
silly like a
Renaissance.
meme. Yeah.
2020
But
Renaissance.
but the craziest thing about him to me is just like his taste in art is fucking immaculate. And whenever he is like retweeting or liking things, it's always fire. Like I have
Yeah.
found so many other artists through him because he retweets or shares shit. I'm like, bro, where the fuck did you find
I
that
have a
shit?
guy like that I follow, but he just exclusively retweets very niche Japanese art accounts that draw just like huge tittied women. Like so well though. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, you are a fine purveyor of these milky goods, my friend. Anyway, dude,
Yeah.
I wrote this down. We need to get to it because I know that
Go
fucking
ahead.
5 minutes left button is gonna pop up and I'm gonna
Yeah,
kill myself.
go ahead.
But I think the reason I originally muted this Squizzy person like a year or two ago
Mm-hmm.
was, and dude, people accused me when I had my Twitter drama of being this type of person, but it does seem to be an archetype. Have you run into the type of person yet? And probably not, first year on Twitter, but there seems to be a type of content creator who gets big by making edgy stuff. And then as soon as they're big, almost like, yeah, no one should make edgy stuff. Like, all edgy stuff is bad. Kind of
Hmm.
almost like people call it like that they're repenting.
Hmm.
But that just came into my head kind of because you were talking about how you can make edgy stuff without hating people.
Hmm.
But like I think to a normal person, they're hearing that, and like to someone like you and me, it's like, dude, that's such a redundant. Like obviously, but there's people out there who really like get confused, like who see something that is clearly like it. I don't know, dude. I've yet to see something that's honestly hateful that's funny. And dude, I
Hmm.
say that with like, dude, there's literally times in movies or literally like jokes people tell me where like a black guy gets called the N word. Things
Hmm.
can literally go that far where it's like funny, but it's not like, yeah, like the hateful part. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Dude, there's one of my I can't I'm not gonna say it out of risk of canceling, of course, but there's a really funny moment in like it's probably the only funny thing that happens in the movie, but in like The Hangover 3, where Zach Galifianakis says he's like he says it really casually. He's like, "What's up, N-word?" Like to just like this like the black character, and he just like looks at him like, "What the fuck?" But he just says it so like off the cuff that you're
yeah,
like, "What?" Like I remember watching that and it cracked me up, but it was just a joke. It's because the character that Zach Galifianakis played, like Alan, is an idiot. Like that's the whole point. Is the joke is
yeah,
that he's just doing some stupid shit. But it's like it is so obvious when you see content online that's like edgy and it's coming from a hateful place. Like I think there it's not even a blurry line. Like I can tell immediately when I'm looking at an artist that is like I don't even. It's not even right wing. They're just like racist, or
yeah,
or
yeah.
misogynist, or like whatever. It's just like you can tell right away when you're looking at. Uh, I don't even really want to give him the attention, but there's this dude like that followed me on Instagram who also makes comics named like
Nick Fuentes.
Splat Rabbit. No, not Nick Fuentes, but this dude posts stuff that is like jokes at the expense of trans and gay people and all kinds of shit like that and it's not like a joke about trans people, it's a joke at their expense or like at or just being mean, like just like mean shit and I like
Well, cause see, that's something where it's like I don't necessarily like. Cause do you consider that like when you say at their expense, or do you mean by like punching down? Because like
uh
there's time I don't believe punching down is wrong necessarily. However, if the comic is just like the punchline is like the trans person shoots himself in the head and it's not funny, then it's like
it's like that type of
this is
shit,
like
yeah.
cringe, like
That's what I
fucking
mean. That's
yeah,
what I mean. It's like the type. It's a. I shouldn't say at their expense because that makes it seem like oh we're trans people and we're just like
yeah,
it's at
yeah,
our
yeah.
expense. I don't mean it like that. I just mean like it's like mean. Like he's just saying shit that's like what the fuck, dude. Like yeah, like that type of shit. Like I don't even know. I actually didn't look at his content and I saw that he followed me. I saw that he drew comics too and that he had a pretty he has like a like not as big a following as I do, but a big-ish following. So I was like, oh, I instinctively followed him back. And then I saw his comics showing up in my feed and I was like, wait a minute. This is really like transphobic, but and not like I mean that's really it, right? It's transphobic. It's not a joke about trans people. It's just transphobic
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
comics. But anyway, I mean, I see that shit, and then fucking, I just can't even imagine wanting to post comics that are like. Oh, it's funny because you do this anyway, kind of, but just but just that wanting to post comics that are going to incite like a negative reaction because it's just
Yeah.
annoying. Like just now, I just noticed shout out to Cyanide and Happiness. Chris Wilson of Cyanide and Happiness just retweeted my turtle comic while we were on our last recording thing, which is fucking on a personal level, that's fucking crazy because I've fucking been reading Cyanide and Happiness since I was in like the sixth grade. So the
Oh
fact that I
yeah.
just got a retweet from that dude is huge. But anyway, he just retweeted it and I noticed because now all of a sudden there's a whole new wave of comments and there's more people that are just like oh yeah, it's way better not instead of releasing plastics into the trash, now you're releasing microplastics, like way to go. And I'm like
Like it's
It's
your
a
fault.
fucking,
Yeah.
it's a JPEG. You're arguing
Dude,
with
I'm
a
telling you, bro.
JPEG.
Stone Toss and those other guys have created this thing where it's like comics are your hardline opinion on something and blah blah. And it's just like, dude, it's a doodle. Like you
It's
can
a
either laugh
doodle.
at it or you can scroll by. There's no fucking call to
There's
arms. There's no fucking.
literally,
Oh god, dude, I hate that shit so much. I feel like people just like getting angry. I do too, though,
they
bro. I
do.
do too. Like, dude, like I mean, with the thing I wrote down, the N word Squizzy. I was kind of like liking getting angry at them, and like, dude, it felt good that I felt like vindicated. But dude, the difference though between what I did and what they did, and I guess this is, I don't know if I'm trying to explain myself or explain the situation, but it's like they were like calling. I don't even have the screenshots pulled up, but they were like calling people the N word, but then, which, dude, I think there's times when you're like talking to your friends or like even DMing, like as long as you're not like, dude, there's times I'm sure someone could say it because it would be like an awkward time that like Obama is the N word and I'd laugh. You know what I mean? But these were like not really like, to me, they didn't look like they were funny,
So
but
dumb.
she also was kind of like, yeah, that is really dumb. But she was just so anti like people. She was, it was just so contradictory, the entire thing. And I think that's kind of why I was like, dude, fuck this person. But I feel justified. That was my main point. I totally feel
Yeah.
justified.
I just think, I mean, I know that I have a little bit of a streak of being like extra, like, you know what I mean? Like, no, maybe not so much, but sometimes I feel like,
What do you mean, sassy?
no, no, not sassy. Like, I just mean like, I can't explain it. Do you ever get this way sometimes? Because you're like a high energy kind of person too. Like, I mean, high energy isn't the
Schizophrenic.
right word, but it's like maybe it's schizo, but it's like where you just have this kind of like you're a little hot blooded, like you're like maybe sometimes if you're hanging out with people, you're like, am I being like the loudest one here right now, or like am
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
doing the most? Like, you know what I mean? Like I think I sometimes I feel that way. Um, and like especially like I mean, dude, just the idea of like drawing constantly and posting it to Twitter and trying to get people's attention, it's like that in itself is kind of extra where I could just be doing something that's like keeping to myself. But anyway, I get that feeling with uh this girl
Squiz.
Squizzy
Yeah.
that she seems very like high energy and like but in like an annoying way, like in a way that like if I were
Trying
acting
too
like
hard.
that I would be really embarrassed. Yeah,
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
really hard.
Yeah, I feel that
um
way, dude. I hate the type of person too who like they seem like so high energy, blah blah blah, but then I do see they're always like not suicide posting, but like sad posting, and it's just so like so cringe. I don't know. I hate that shit.
I don't see that so much online anymore. I used to see that used to be really big, like on Facebook, like people that would just be like, I don't want to talk about it, but I've just had a really bad day. And then
And it's
everybody's in
like,
the comments like, what's going on? What's happening? And I'm like, wow, why would you
yeah,
post
dude,
this? It's so
it's so
embarrassing.
cringe, dude. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure I did that in high school too. I remember one time I was like going through my old Facebook and it was like I remember one from high school that was like because you know how it says blank is blank.
Yeah.
They did it like
Yeah.
that. It was like Zach is pissed off. And
Uh-huh.
I was like, why would I? That's so fucking cringe, dude. That's so
Yeah.
Reddit that I even did that. Like, I probably thought I was like so tough because of that. Like, dude, yo,
Oh, you did it
I'm pissed off.
unironically? Like you were actually
Unironically, dude.
pissed?
Yeah, I was like in high
Damn,
school, bro.
bro.
Dude, Reddit, absolute Reddit
Pissed off. I
behavior.
mean, dude, you were a kid. Like, what can you say? Dude, it's funny. I actually kind of, it would be refreshing to get back to a place like that because now it's the opposite. We're in this like fucking weird Black Mirror situation where everybody is just posting them having a good time all the time, and you would like basically never know
And that's
if
the
somebody's
worst
like,
color mirror, also.
uh-huh, yeah,
Black mirror, yeah. I'd rather
yeah,
a white mirror, honestly, or something.
definitely, I could see that, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. What would white mirror be? All the episodes, just good stuff would happen? Because it's always a bad twist, right? I've only watched like 3 or 4 episodes.
White Mirror would just be every episode is about like a Karen at a Starbucks that's like, I said I wanted almond milk. Like that's
Yeah,
like every
powerful.
episode.
Fucking
Uh,
Karens, dude. That's a
you know,
timely thing, dude.
is it?
I started watching. I totally this memory popped up to my head. This kills me, but my roommate, who's also named Zach, we're like bros, and we're like, um, dude, let's watch Black Mirror. Everyone's saying great shit about it. Okay, yeah, start. I think it was season 2. Yep, they're on the first episode, and we watch it, and the episode is like these two black friends who are like cool and shit. They're black, so they're cool, you know, and they know how
Mm,
to dance and stuff. But
mm.
they play Street Fighter all the time, and then like time passes, and then Street Fighter becomes a virtual game where like you're in the game, and it's like so far the story is just how these two guys are so broy and like close with each other. But then like the one guy plays as a chick, and they start like having sex. And it's about like, dude, it literally transitions into the gayest thing ever. And me and my roommate were just like, dude, I feel
Um,
so uncomfortable. Like, dude,
yeah,
it literally
what the
like it, and it
fuck?
slides into the gay story so straight. Like, literally, you just think like, this is gonna be a broed out story, dude. And it's just like, yeah, they're hooking up and straddling each other next second, and the guy's like wife walks in and sees them doing it, and it's just like, dude, this is. I did not want to watch this with my
What the
platonic male
hell?
friend. Yeah, dude, it was so gay, dude.
That's insane. I am not familiar with that episode. I had to stop watch. When it first came out, like, or when it was trending, at least back in like 2017 or something. I was watching a lot of those episodes because it was like I did enjoy some of them. Some of them are garbage. Actually, I think a lot of them are garbage, but some of them are good. But I was like binge watching Black Mirror, and I also at the time I had gotten from a used bookstore. I was reading this little pocket-sized uh Blade Runner, but it's the book, which was like Do Androids Dream of Electric
Philip
Sheep,
K.
which is
Dick, right?
also Philip K. Dick,
Yeah, yeah.
which is also a very dystopian, that guy's insane, by the way, but very dystopian, weird, dark, like sci-fi. And so it just, and I was also living in New York, and it was in like the winter of New York. So it was just like,
Dude, you were
I
literally Blade Runner.
no, I was just yes, but I started to feel like, okay, this is all too fucking bleak. Like I just need to not be watching this anymore. I got to just get this book finished with. Like it was like I had to start consuming some like doughy media
Weed?
because
Oh,
some weed,
I
definitely
thought
some
you're like,
weed.
dude, I had to smoke weed to get through it, bro. It was so
Oh,
crazy, dog.
dude, I don't know. This my train of thought. I don't know why I just got on this, but bro, we
Trans of
have
thought.
got we have got to
To
get on
smoke
Fall
weed
Guys.
and record a podcast, bro.
Yes, that
No,
too.
dude, we
Oh my
should, dude.
god.
I haven't played it since we talked about it, but dude, I swear to God, every time you're like, dude, my chick turned me on to this, or dude, I started doing this. It's like I did it like the same day or like a day before every time, bro. But
Well, what do you want me to say, bro? I'm fucking like, oh, the same day?
yeah, like
We're just on,
well, I don't know
dude,
if you
we're
had
just
been playing.
bros, bro. We're just
Dude,
on the same wavelength.
our
Yeah,
cycles are
our
synced up,
cycles
bro.
are linked
Our
up.
gay butt cycles.
Hey, I
Sorry, I
know
just
this
got a text from the
I
girlfriend.
was gonna say, I know this Black Mirror episode that you and I should watch. It's basically like these two bros, but there's like virtual fighters. Anyway, we'll
Yeah,
like
dude.
watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Let's watch that, bro. We'll stream that together, dude. My chick just texted me to say she loves and misses me. No
Oh, that's
biggie.
sweet.
No
What the
biggie. I might
fuck,
have to.
man?
I
I
might
didn't
have
get
to
a
cook
text
her
from
some
my
chicken.
girlfriend. That's nice. But yeah, bro, I've been playing Fall Guys. That shit is have you won one? Have you like won one all the way
I
through?
made it up to round. Is what's the final one? 3?
I I don't know. I think it's actually like 5 rounds.
Oh man, yeah. I've only made it up to 3, and I got fucking obliterated.
It's really hard, dude. It's really fucking hard. And it's even harder when you're playing on duos for some reason. Like I've been playing online with my brother, and it like averages your fucking. This is not
Oh,
very interesting to
score.
talk about. It
People love
averages your
this. People
score.
love this. Yo, in the
Do they?
comments below, help us because Harris and I are both stupid as hell. Can we somehow stream Fall Guys? Is that
Dude,
possible? Both of us
I was,
playing?
bro. I've been saying, I don't know about both of us playing. There's probably a way, but dude, it would be great to play a video game, like live stream us, like get on Twitch, and the two of us are streaming a video game somehow. Because
Dude,
that would
that's the
be
goal. We got to figure that out, dude. I can do it
that
on
would be
YouTube,
so
I think.
fun. I
But
don't know how to do that at all, and I don't know how to get a game like record the game. Would you have to be playing it on your computer?
You have to play
I
it on
don't
your
fucking
computer,
know.
dude. But dude, I think I'm a little more gamer than you. I think the
Uh-huh.
concept of me recommending you games and then watching you play them, because I don't think we can do two
Oh,
player.
that'd be fun.
I don't know how that would work. Because
No,
I think you
I
can only
mean it's
stream
like it's
one
a
screen,
yeah.
unless we do like
This is
Minecraft.
where
But
it. Oh, that'd be fun too. Actually,
it's very rare.
I love Minecraft. I don't even care if it's Reddit. It's
No, I
so
have it on
fun.
my computer.
But dude, this is like the bummer about us not being in the same state because actually it's like I think some of those old Game Grumps episodes like they were
It
playing
could have been us, and we wouldn't have become
could have been
huge
us, but
fruits
I'm
like
pretty sure
them.
I think they were just passing. It's funny. I had the people were tagging the Game Grumps and also Donkey, video game Donkey on my Mario post, and I was like, I mean, that'd be a big fucking retweet, but
Dude, if you get
all
the
those
Game
guys have
Grumps
like
retweet, but
millions.
yeah, but their audience,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know. I feel like it's all like 5-year-old baby boys. It
I
feels
do
very
not know
weird.
who. Yeah, I like several years ago, back when JonTron was still on Game Grumps.
Before he
I was
became
watching,
racist.
but yeah, before he became
Nah, nah, nah.
racist.
Did you know
Yeah,
about that drama?
I did. Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
got like canceled, and then he like showed up again, and I feel like he's been canceled like a second time now. But
He's kind of back to
he
normal. I think the whole thing was just very strange. It was very weird.
he just said something. He was like listing FBI crime statistics like on a live
In an
stream, which I just
argument
think
with
is
Destiny, yeah.
I was it against Destiny?
Yeah.
Damn, I feel that's like a name that keeps like popping up in these
I think
things, man.
Destiny
Like,
views it as like, when super rich white dudes fly to Africa and then shoot a zebra. He views
yeah,
it as like a trophy kill. I think
he
his
like
original
poaches these
canceling.
guys. Because isn't
Yeah.
also didn't he also have some sort of beef with Vosh that turned into like Vosh's
Destiny?
canceling as well? Destiny.
Yeah, well, Destiny is literally. I'm going to get this incorrect, but one of them spawned the other in the sense the first one was a really big fan. I
Hmm.
think Vosh might have been a really big fan of Destiny, and started in Destiny's Discord server before he
Wow.
became big. And they used to be like besties, but now, yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. We got to get Vosh on and talk to him about the drama.
Yeah, I
You
would
know what I'm
definitely be
saying?
interested in that. I'm not familiar at all with Vosh's work. I had never heard his name before you brought him up, but I know that he's like a kind of a mixed bag. I know that there's like some controversies
I feel like
surrounding
I'm
him
slowly
online.
dragging you into like I'm in a pool of quicksand, except instead of quicksand, it's autism, and I have your leg, and as I'm slowly ruining my life and becoming more autistic on Twitter, I'm like dragging you in
Yeah,
and
no.
forcing you to learn all about this stuff.
Yeah, like dude, it's like we've talked about before. Like now that I'm still new. I'm still new on the block, right? Like I've only been on Twitter for 4 months basically, but like I'm starting to learn who people are, and it's that eerie feeling that all of a sudden I'm like looking around at these other people, and I'm like, oh my god, all of you guys
Suck.
are neurodivergent in a derogatory way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, dude, literally.
I can't even believe it.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. We come into the webcomic space and we're just normal, regular guys. We're gonna seem like Hercules, okay?
yeah,
As long as you can stop, listen, you gotta stop DMing underage fans, okay? As long as you can
can't
stop
stop.
doing that, Beetle
Can't
Moses,
stop. What's up? What,
we're
that's
gonna
what
be
I'm,
okay.
What's the point of all this then?
Dude, why do you think I got
What do you
big,
mean,
baby?
bro? Yeah.
Dude, anyway, before we get to 5 minute screen, is there anything else you want to add on the Squizzy thing? Because I feel like I don't want to cock tease too hard. I feel like we did cover a good amount
I
of
don't
it,
know.
as much as we could.
We pretty much talked about it's one of those things where it's like this is such bad podcast fodder, but it's like I just can't pretend to care because like I just don't give a shit about this person.
I feel that way about the scenario because again, it's like I feel like a lot of people who are super pissed about it are pushing to like she must be taken off the internet, and it's like
Who cares?
yeah, it is one of those he said she said things, and I mean the guy does seem to have evidence, whatever, but I don't. What do you want me to do? Okay, I'm just gonna like I might make a comic about it, but I don't.
know.
I really don't care.
The,
I don't
yeah.
look at these people. People look at some of these content creators as like celebrities, and they are in a way, but it's not like
but not really, man. I mean, yeah, that's where it's like that person is not a celebrity any more than you and I are
Jared from
celebrities,
Subway.
or
Yeah.
Jared from Subway. I mean, it's just like, uh, you know what's funny? Actually, just this is tangent the
We should get
podcast.
him on.
We
Is that
should have
what you're
called it
saying?
tangent. Yeah, we should.
We
I
should
had
get him
some.
on.
I had somebody. I followed an artist back like that followed me. Somebody they were a little bit smaller, but they followed me, and I clicked on their pages on Instagram. I clicked on their page, and they had like really cool drawings of anime girls actually, but it was like cool, like
Big
they did
boob.
like some
Big
stuff
boob.
like that.
Send
But
link.
they were actually a good artist, and I followed them back. I was like, yeah, and they messaged me like 5 minutes later, and they were like, oh my god, like I can't believe like a somebody famous just followed me back, and I was like,
Does that
hey,
feel
what are
good,
you
bro?
talking? I was like,
I'm
what are you
always like,
talking about?
dude, you literally turn into the stop it. But like, dude, I love when someone's like, dude, I can't believe the legend followed me. It's like, dude, I'm you. Like, I'm
like,
no bigger than
dude,
you are. You're so
seriously, yeah. No, I responded and I was like, dude, I just like your art. Like, I was not really, I'm not even big like that. But I don't
dude,
know.
you need those are the types of people, especially if he draws hot anime girls, you gotta go, yeah, and I'm gonna unfollow you unless you draw me some pussy right now.
Yeah,
Draw me some hot pussy.
I do actually think it's a girl. They don't have any pictures of them.
Oh,
On
dude,
there,
that's
but
hot, bro. Yo, a female? A female art dude. You gotta DM her, bro.
dude, gotta
DM
DM.
her, dogs. DM. See what's going on. Hung or
Dude,
not hung?
that's a great question.
They don't
I'll
have a
ask her.
pant bulge. I'm so pissed, dude. Don't you hate? I bet your girlfriend does this too. But doesn't your girlfriend get mad when you're like, you find out who a celebrity chick is, like Christina Aguilera? So then, obviously, as every man does, I'm gonna go to Google and Google Christina Aguilera with a penis, because like I want to see if she's hotter with a dick. And my chick is trying to be like, "That's gay." Oh yeah, like that's gay, dude. Come
Yeah,
on. I'm so
yeah,
sick of
happens to
women
me.
doing that, bro.
Dude, it happens to me all the time. That's like some classic boomer shit.
For
dude,
real,
man.
bro.
Why?
For
Yeah,
real.
just let us do it.
I need to see her with a penis just to compare. And
Without.
obviously, dude, the penis one is better. Women with penises are better, dude.
Do you remember when they said that Lady Gaga had a penis?
Yeah, I think I'm
remember
pretty
that?
sure she's such the type of weirdo that I bet she fucking started that rumor just so she could. I remember in that interview, they're like, "There's rumors you have a penis," and she's like, "So what?" And it became
Yeah,
like an
yeah.
iconic, like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're so cool." I hate Lady Gaga. She's one of those people that it's like. You should be beaten with a stick. Like, oh, they drive me nuts. You know, apparently, there's a feud. My girlfriend tipped me off to this between her and Lana, because I guess one of them stole the other one's discography or something. I don't know too much about this because I'm not a homosexual. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very much like homo drama, but I never knew that.
Yeah, that's I've never heard that before. I do not like either of those artists. My girl loves Lana Del Rey. If she found out that I was talking shit about her right now, she'd be really upset.
Dude,
But
I would
I also
dude, she literally looks like a fertility goddess these days. I don't know how many
Yeah.
Big Macs she's eat. She's not missing any
Yeah.
meals, bro. She
No.
is Vicky mode.
she is thinking mode, and she also got like that was part of the. She had some beef with Azalea Banks over Instagram. Like Azalea Banks was absolutely reading
Calling
her
her
about
fat
her
and
weight
shit.
gain,
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
her fat. Yeah, which is just Azalea Banks is absolutely.
I love how
psychotic.
unhinged she is, bro. I
So
love it.
unhinged,
Dude, we should
It's
point out
insane.
though, just as another point for the quirked up white boy. Did
Sure.
you see Lana's new boyfriend?
He is a like quirked
Quirked up
like
hunk. Yeah, quirked up hunk white boy. But
well
he's
she
a little bigger.
dude he is a big dude and he's kind of like
Grimy.
frumpy looking, like he kind of looks like I saw a picture that they posted
To me, he
together,
looks
and I
like a
was
Viking, dude.
see maybe
Yeah,
I
they're
gotta look at
standing in front of
picture.
the fucking prison. Apparently, he's a
Dude,
super famous music producer. He worked on Yeezus and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, there you go. She was dating for a long time the cop slash host of Live PD, which was this like body cam cop show that you can watch on YouTube that got fucking canceled during the BLM movements. And I used to watch that shit all the time. And when I found out they canceled that, I was like, soft America, you strike
Dude, seriously,
again.
bro. Seriously, bro.
I mean, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm with the shits. I understand the Black Lives Matter movement. It was a very sensitive time, and
Did you
they were
black out
like,
your profile during BLM?
no, of course not. But
Okay,
I did,
good.
but I did raise money for the I sold prints that were related to like the movement, and then all that money got donated to the Bail Project in the Bronx, which
Yeah,
is
more
like
like donated to the George Soros Fund. That's
yeah,
where it got donated to, brother.
donated to Bank of Beetle Moses, baby,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
right to
yeah,
my Zelle account.
brother.
Yeah, no, but I was I was cringing during all of the fucking slacktivism shit. Everybody who was, and then the other side of it, this was the funniest period of time to me, was that during the time that everybody was blacking out their thing, and then there would be a girl that just posted a picture of her in a bikini, like poolside. I knew this happened to somebody in my like, not, she was not my friend, but in my circle from people back home. She did that, didn't post a black square, but posted like something like that, like a bikini photo.
Yeah, yeah.
And she got like, people were like, kill yourself, like you, like delete this right now, what is wrong with you, like all like went so ape shit.
Dude,
And then she posted a black square. Then after that she was like, okay, I posted a black square, and then people went to those comments and were like, this is performative, you don't give a shit.
dude, it's so cringe,
Like,
dude. That whole thing was so embarrassing, dog. It was like that we were talking about it on an episode ago where it's like the whole concept behind that is like you think all your black friends have the IQ of like a gerbil, and you're like, let me show you that I'm here for you. And it's like, dude, what are you, how does this help
I
anyone? Like,
saw
what is this?
I saw people. I saw there was a whole like thread on Black Twitter that was trending recently that they were literally just clowning on white people for posting the black square during Black Lives Matter, clowning on them because that was the extent of their activism.
Yeah,
Like
dude. It's like,
that's all you did. Like it's just like, dude, wait, whatever. That was such a silly Billy time for
silly Billy.
dude. Excuse my French, but such a
Yeah,
silly Billy
that's a little
time.
too far, dude. What is up with black people? What's the deal with black people?
God,
No,
where
but
is
dude,
this going?
no, this is a good. This is good. This is good racism.
Okay.
But it's almost like rock and roll and rap, how they like created it first, then white people came in. But you know, if you asked anyone on the internet, especially the Pepe more right wing guys, they would tell you, you know, right wing Pepe people make the best memes. And I'll give them that over the lefty memes. The right wing ones are bangers compared to that. However, I don't know. You go to Black Twitter and their memes are on such a new level
They're
of like,
so
I'm fucking
funny.
dying,
They're
dude. Like,
so funny.
it's insane.
Dude, I see shit there all the time. Like the things that will just show up in my feed that are like so funny. And one of the funniest like recurring memes that totally rose out of Black Twitter. I mean, that's the first time that I heard it, is calling hot dog a glizzy. Like that is like the funniest meme to me, and it's like I say that shit all the time.
Dude, it had to be fake, bro. But did you see that thing where Trump's eating the hot dog and someone's like, Biden eats glizzies way better than that, and someone's like, no, dude, Trump can glizzy gulp way better. Like, and it's just like, dude, what the fuck?
So good, dude. My brother shared a tweet to me that was it was posted on July 4th, and it was just bad day to be a glizzy, and it's such a funny tweet.
It needs like the black person meme edit of like a hot dog with its head pointed down holding a gun.
Yeah,
dude, I fucking love that Bugs Bunny one. Like, forgive me, I'm about to go back to the old me,
dude. It's so good. Go ahead.
Sorry, dude. My roommate and I still send each other. My old roommate, but it's like it's Goofy walking with a gun, and it says, "Of course I'm strapped. I'm Goofy, not stupid. N-word." It's so fucking funny,
so
dude.
Good, dude. All of those gangster cartoon character memes are so funny. I actually tried my hand at one that I haven't posted yet.
The Chungus one?
No, well, I did that one. That's true. That was one kind of too, but this one I haven't posted yet. I'm not sure if it even translates, but I drew it's a Sonic Adventure 2 in the Chow Garden.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know, do you remember you played that game, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know when the Chow like evolves, they go into a fucking
Oh, you were telling me about this
thing.
one is the Chow gets fed fried chicken and then he becomes black.
Oh no,
That was your
that's
comic
not.
idea?
No, dude,
Yeah,
you
that
got
was
like
your comic idea?
you have like less than a minute remaining. You're gonna do
Oh
that.
fuck, dude, yo. All
It's
right,
gonna
quick,
cut it off
quick,
right
go,
now.
go.
No, no, no. Anyway, it's literally just the panel where he like fades into the cocoon, the Chow. But
Uh-huh.
when he comes out, he's like thug, like he's like got like the fucking like the gangster edit of the thing. But I
Oh, with the
finished
glasses?
like the fucking I would pull it up, but
Not
it's
enough
whatever.
time.
Not
Yeah.
enough time. It was one of those things. It took me so fucking long to draw, and then like I finished it, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "This is terrible. This doesn't look good at all." I might post it just as some backlog shit. Sometimes the Sonic shit just does it
Dude,
anyway.
I lost track of time. We have to do one more. Now I'm
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Thank
Okay.
God. Okay, Harris, thank you.
I
We
just
are recording now.
noticed that it.
Dude, can you imagine? I would kill myself. We have to run it back again. Anyway, third and final ending. Is there anything left to talk about this Squizzy thing? Because I feel like this episode is Squizzy based. I don't want anyone to feel cock teased. I feel like we did cover as much as we could,
We
because like you
covered it
said,
as much
who
as
gives
we
a
could.
shit? But not,
I mean,
not in the
here's
way
the
of
thing.
like, we don't care about male abuse survivors or any abuse
No,
survivors.
no.
It's just like, this is very much at this point in time a he said, she said thing.
Yeah, okay. Let me put an asterisk to cap it on the who gives a shit. Obviously, this dude who suffered at the hands of his abuser, allegedly. But whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and tend to believe the guy, right? Believe victims.
Believe all
So
men.
believe all men. So yeah, I definitely my heart goes out to him. I hope that he's okay. I'm glad that he's out of that relationship. Like that's the bottom line. Uh, but as far as just like the drama section of it, where it's just like I mean, dude, like Squizzy is like small time, like I like micro e celebrity, and I think like there's not. I would say it's in her best interest to completely ignore this, not say anything, and the fucking Twitter hive mind will move on to something else. You know what I mean? The people that
Yeah.
are over it will just unfollow her. She's already lost 50,000 followers, which is more than my entire subscriber base, and she still has like 230
She's got enough.
people.
Dude, here's
She's
the most
got enough.
important thing. What was that guy wearing when she hit him?
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's a great
saying?
question.
Because what if he was wearing a shirt that said "hit me"? Because then it's like,
That's a
who's in the
great
wrong,
question.
bro? Exactly.
That's a
I feel
great
like we need to
question.
analyze that. What did this dude do wrong?
I did look up, and I don't want to go down this path, but I did look up what Squizzy and
You looked up what
Was it
Squizzy
Punk
looks
Duck?
like.
I
Was
looked
I
up what
correct
both of them look
in
like.
thinking Squizzy looks like Pokimane if she duplicated herself and then ate herself?
I mean, I think I closed the window.
Let me pull it up. Let me pull this up.
It was hard to find. I had to look up like Squizzy face reveal or something. But yeah, I don't know. She doesn't really look like Pokemon to me.
Oh, what the fuck? She looks nothing like I
Yeah.
thought she looked
Did
like.
you found her on there?
To me, she's way prettier than
Than Pokemon?
Than
Yeah, I mean,
Pokemon.
she's like a very pretty Asian girl, but I
she's
mean,
got one of those faces where she looks like one of those fucking weird foxes with like the big eyes on the side of its head. I love that.
yeah, I definitely could see her beating the shit out of some dude.
Oh, she's a little peanut though.
It's,
Yeah, she's small.
I think she probably is small, and that's the point. Is that I'm gonna go ahead and say she probably didn't really hurt the guy, but that's not the point. It's not the point.
You
that
don't
he
know,
got
bro,
hurt.
because these jugs are so big. She could have incredible chest strength. You never know, because she looks D'd up. She looks like she's kind of jugged up, which
You think so?
she could be big. She could be big, bro.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I only can see like two images of her. I see these like, and then I looked up Punk Duck, and he kind of looks like a skinny dude. So who knows, man? Maybe she did fuck him up. Like that's terrible if that happened.
I
It's
hope
terrible
this is a
regardless.
warning for all the sick liberal freaks out there who fetishize Asian women. If you're a small dude,
kick your
bro,
ass.
they'll beat the shit. If you want an Asian woman, you better hit that gym.
You need
Okay,
to.
because they're gonna fucking break you in half if you're a fucking twink.
I mean,
Okay,
dude, you could really say that about like in general, like
Hispanic women.
women are stronger than you think, bro. Hispanic women, fucking trans women,
Dude, I
they
dated
will
this
all beat
fucking
your ass,
trans
bro.
women will kill
They
you. Yeah,
will
be
kill
very
you.
careful with trans women. I don't know what it is about them. They just seem a little stronger. But dude, I dated this fucking Norwegian chick who was like 6'3". She didn't have the cartoonish build of the women you see carrying logs in cartoons. She
Hmm.
had the sexiest body ever. Her face was kind of but her body made up for it. Maroon, so good, baby. But dude, she literally could like carry trees with her fucking disgusting Nordic strength, dude.
Wow.
Fucking, those women are insane, bro.
Insane. Insane.
If you
Yeah,
need a
no.
ride or die, some Eastern European or Russian women, these women will literally like, and they love doing chores and work. These women, you can put them out in the yard. You could get like a leash, and they will just work, dude. They love it. I love that
Interesting.
type of woman, bro.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that. The yeah, no, I think that yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought
Yeah,
there,
you're
but
like, how do we get away from this topic?
the point being is that in general, if you're not going to the gym, you should be going to the gym out of no other reason than self-defense, and that you shouldn't be able to be toppled over.
Yes, dude. As Sam Hyde says, we're all waiting for the day for Lena Dunham to put us in a self-defense situation, and I'm going to
Exactly.
destroy her when it happens. I'm prepared. I've fantasized
Exactly.
about it. I've premeditated it. You
Yeah.
know, some would even in court call it premeditation, but I'm ready for that day. I'm so ready for that day.
That's one of the funniest Sam Hyde like rants or isms that he's always talking about
Oh, it's
Lena
so
Dunham.
good. All right, dude, this is the thing we need to end on with Squizzy.
Go
You know,
ahead.
this is a serious topic. Serious stuff happened in it, and I don't want to make light of it.
Mm.
Would you have sex with her?
After all of the allegations,
I still
no,
would, bro. I don't know if you're looking at the picture I'm looking at. I'm gonna send it over to you now, but I am like, I'm getting like bricked up. Let me send
um,
this over.
nah, I have a GF.
Well, if she didn't exist, bro, obviously I have a GF too. I would not sleep with, I would not cheat on my GF unless you're more hung, because
She,
that's the
yeah,
law.
she,
That's trans women operate like that. Like you're allowed to sleep with someone's boyfriend if you whip it out. They got an inch on you. You have
yeah,
that trans chick is your elder. That's how it
she's
is.
definitely cute. Dude, I only see. It's like impossible to find pictures of her. I
Are
only
you
see
looking at the
like
one I sent? I sent it in the Zoom
in
chat. Look at that one.
in
That's
the
literally
Zoom
all you got
chat.
to see.
Oh, yeah.
That is like the ideal woman.
God.
But she doesn't look like that in any other picture.
Oh, what? This is this is her?
That
Oh
I
God, how
think.
do I turn this off? Oh my God. Um, how do I find her? Oh yeah, I mean, dude, obviously she's really hot, but
She looks smoking there, but I don't know. But that's the main
I don't
takeaway
know.
is I think I would sleep with her, you wouldn't, based on the allegations.
Um, I just to go 50-50 on this. Obviously she's hot, but yeah, let's just say one of us would and one of us wouldn't.
That's
Uh,
fair.
yeah, I don't think she says anything, bro. I think she's not gonna say shit about this. If she does, it's a huge L on her part. Maybe she feels like she has to,
Hmm.
but it's like when I Googled her, her little fucking dude, man, I wish that I had one of these. I don't know if one exists for me. It definitely does not. I'm not famous enough, but you know, there's like a little fucking
Social Blade?
no, like a wiki for like internet celebs
Oh, yeah,
basically.
yeah.
And it just goes on about their I know that I do not have one. When can somebody make me one? If somebody's watching this, you must already be a fan. If you've watched this podcast all the way through to this point, you're definitely a fan enough. Can you make me a
Yeah,
wiki?
make
I wonder if
Harris
you have
one.
one.
There's no way. There's
Oh,
no way.
you totally do,
Give
bro.
some controversial stuff for Harris. He called me the N word one time when we were in college.
Uh
Mention that. We need that
that's
section.
don't say that.
He called me.
Well, let me see. Are you on here? Actually, I don't know if you have one, bro.
Dude, you're gonna type my name in and find like 100 threads of people calling me huge fag, probably.
I mean, dude, you're definitely you when you type in YOLO Swag Studios, you are the entire first page of Google. That's pretty
No
big.
way.
Yeah, I mean, dude, usually it's like I think if you typed in Beetle Moses right now, I might be like the first Oh
Oh
wait, hang on
wow,
a second.
I do cover quite a bit. Nice.
Yeah, that's
I don't like
great.
googling myself though, because then I'm gonna
Inflated
get
ego.
too inflated, bro. Podcast exclusive.
Well, I wonder how big you have to get because I was also reading Rusty Cage's thing the other night because you were talking when you mentioned him in the rap, and I didn't. I know that you're kind of like, but you're buddies with him, right? You've hung out.
Yeah.
I was not familiar with his work or anything, and I was watching his like guillotine video that he's. uh You see, he's building a guillotine. A guillotine
I did, dude. I'm
now.
super hyped to see that.
It's really interesting, but and he seems like a very quirked up white boy because he's like wearing kind of like there will be blood type clothes, and he's like working out in the field, like building uh, a guillotine. It's like very strange. I'm not really sure, but I was like,
That's kind of his vibe. He's like a Renaissance man in that type of way.
yeah, that's really cool. But I wasn't sure what his like claim to fame, like why was he,
Oh, white
why
chicks fuck dogs. He made
that's
a
that.
banger song. Yeah, his music I think is the biggest. Well, before the White Chick song, Knife Game, he was actually on a German TV show doing the knife song, but he made something called Knife Song, but it's controversial I think because YouTube thought it was like too dangerous or something.
Okay, that's interesting. I gotta look that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he has a page. I was reading on Vosh's page the other day. Also, like a fucking controversy after controversy related to Vosh, and then and now the one with Squizzy. She has one too.
Dude, my favorite Vosh controversy is the he said the N word and then it felt like he had to justify it by typing like an 800 paragraph thing that's like, I needed to say the N word to show my enemies that I'm willing to take it to a level. And it's just like, why can't someone just say the N word? And why do we need to have to justify? Like, obviously, again, this is one of those, when I say that, I don't mean going to Obama's house and calling him the N word. I don't mean it like
knocking
that.
on the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excuse me. But yeah, I almost said it, but dude, but it's just like, oh, it's so goofy, dude. I love that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I saw on Squizzy's page, she's also had just like
N-word
years,
controversy.
years and years of controversy about different shit. I think she has drawn like pedophilic art before or something like that, and also uh like dog abuse. Like I think she abused her dog or something like that.
That's
There
no
was just
good.
something about that. Yeah, like tons of shit that's been happening for years, and now these abuse allegations come out, and I think now all of it's resurfacing. But it's just like, well, okay, so what I'm seeing is that this is just gonna go away, and no one's gonna care, and then she's just gonna do something else, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
the
she
perpetual
had,
loop.
she probably hasn't apologized. She probably just won't apologize for any of this shit, and life goes on. But
Bro, would you be
I,
more frightened if you were a dog being adopted by a white woman or an Asian woman?
a white woman,
You'd be more scared of the white woman.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could
De-
see that. I could
Actually,
see
you'd
that.
probably have a pretty good life if it was a white woman.
They'd be having sex with you a lot.
Yeah.
And the Asian woman, there's other potential things that could happen
Uh
that
huh.
I think it's attributed to
We're
that
really
community.
treading into like dangerous territory right
No,
now. I feel
no, we're
like,
treading into great edgy
I want to say
humor.
this has
We're
been our
proving our
like
point.
edgiest episode so far. We're getting into like some race related shit.
Yeah. Can you do any racist voices? Do you wanna try to do a
Um,
Chinese voice?
I don't even think I could do a Chinese voice. I could do a Jamaican voice.
Jamaican me crazy.
Hey man. How's that?
Dude, that's not bad. That's not bad. We gotta get Chet Hanks on. Anyway, bro,
All right.
I think we've been going for over 2 hours, but
I know it's
I
been a
think
long
we're gonna
time.
try to drop this tonight. So anyone watching, enjoy this. This might seem a little rushed. I'm gonna try to get it out there. You're gonna crank out that album art.
Yeah,
Excellent.
when is the song dropping? Is there like an official release date for that, or is it kind of casual?
It's probably casual, but I gotta work on a album art for it before I
Okay,
drop it. Yeah.
yeah, because like the Ron Paul one, that one did well. That I see like people are still reposting the Ron Paul one.
Eh, eh,
Yeah,
eh.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if music is my thing, but I like doing it from time to time. But we'll see.
It's
But
fun. Yeah, it's a
you're
good creative
featured in the
outlet.
track, bro. It's crispy as hell.
Yeah, that was really fun. That's the first time that I've like spit a verse in like probably better half of a decade, most
You
likely. It's been
crushed.
a long time.
You
That was really
crushed it.
fun.
Well, bro,
Um,
I think if you're watching this, people probably know where to find us. But the new news is, I think Wednesdays and Fridays we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try that out. I think we can pull it off. I
yeah,
don't think we're gonna miss anything. But if you haven't already, like and subscribe
yes,
and send
please.
Paris Darris. I don't. What's your name? Send Harris a dick pic on Twitter.
That's
DM him.
right.
If you're a hung
Yeah,
chick, DM it to me.
my DMs are open at Beetle Moses. Send it my way.
Excellent. Excellent.
Um, yeah, and please, if you are watching, I mean, I'm imagining if somebody's watching to this point, please subscribe. It's very good for our channel if you subscribe.
Also, I
Um,
think we'll make a tweet about this later. I'll put it in the description, but there is an email too that you can shoot us if you want to ask us a question or a webcomic question, or
that
maybe
would be
you're a
great.
hater and you want us to talk about a certain content creator. You want us to hate on them. We'll hate
Yeah,
on them. We'll look at
yeah.
them.
If you just want to bitch, just take it
Yeah,
to our fucking, take it to the email, bro. We're
100%.
gonna read it.
Bro, I'm like
Um,
loving how my mustache looks so thick right now. I'm kind of
it
like,
does, yeah.
I'm a
It's
fan, but it's
very
like covering
dense.
that upper lip.
Mine
I'm
is still
liking
looking
it.
a
Yours is
little white.
crispy, bro. You got the crispy stash.
Yeah, it's funny. The mustache is one of those things that like my girl tells me to sport it, and I don't mind it. I think it like it actually photographs well. Like I don't mind looking at myself with a mustache, but when I'm just walking around day to day with a mustache, I feel so weird. I can't explain it. Like it changes my whole vibe. I always feel like people are looking at me like I'm a pervert or something.
Bro, people looking at you with respect, okay?
I
They know
hope
you're
so.
either going to do a line of coke off their dick or you're going to ask to blow them for a line of coke, okay? It's going to be
Yes,
one or the other. That's
one
the
of
type
those
of
two.
fresh guy you are. But
Hell
anyway,
yeah.
listen, thank you to everyone for tuning in. And
Yes,
Wednesday, I think we're going to have a regularly scheduled episode. Scheduled. I can't talk. We've gone on
that's
too
all
long.
right.
I'm
I
losing
know
my
we have.
speech ability. But what time are we posting these? 11 your time? Eastern Standard or
Yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern
11?
Standard.
And
That's
that
a
what
good
is that,
time. Yeah,
8?
yeah,
My time, 8.
yeah. That sounds right.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. All right, Harris, I salute you.
All
Thank
right, my
you.
brother.
Peace
I'll see
out,
you
brother.
later.